say his name, for safety reasons. Yeah.
It's Carla.
Yeah, it's called. Oh my god, hold on. I'm trying to bring up my laptop here. Sorry guys, give me a second.
Yeah, I can see the stream. Right.
Why are you so slow?
Yeah, mine's is like that as well. It takes forever to come on the screen.
No, like my connections are good and everything, you get me? It's like, why are you taking so long? Hello, C-Rob. How are you? Hi, Andrew, darling.
Hello.
Hello.
You dare disturb my bloodstained game.
I'm alright. How about you? This is gonna be a different topic. C-Rob, I'm gonna talk about women's perspective, me as a streamer. Also, my co-streamer here, Andrew Scott. We're gonna talk about experience that we recently had as as streamers and what to expect. Because you guys need to know what's going on our on our behalf. So right now, as a woman, I cannot stand. There's some streamers. You're married. You have a spouse. You have your kid and everything, right? And then all of a sudden, the change of events happens, and then they come at you because, look, I am not that attractive. That's all I know. Then they come at you. They come at you. Hush you. They come at you, and they say, "Oh, I'm starting to like you. You're awesome. You're funny and stuff, right?" And and me as a person, as a woman, it's like, "Oh, cool. Like, all right, that's." So I guess you like the company of the person who's funny and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, no, it's more than that. And it's like, okay, that's a red flag. That's like, okay, no, you're married. Yeah, them thirsty people, that's right. Like, and it's like, dude, like, don't you understand? Like, dude, I have a husband. We're working on our relationship. We don't need this BS. And plus, we haven't even met in person. So, like, I don't know I don't know what's your background. I don't know what you're doing. I'm out of the house at the moment. What's going on? Oh, four. Um, we're gonna talk about.
A4.
We're gonna talk about as as a streamer, as a woman streamer. I'm gonna talk about that. What that everybody needs to know about the flaws, and also you guys, you and some other streamers, like what are the goods and bads in streaming, and what there's some stuff that needs to be said and done. So if you want to come in, let me know. Be like, hey, Andrew.
Ooh. What I think a lot of it comes down to, Sarah, is
Yeah.
when you get a lot of people like that. Say,
Mm.
for example, in your situation, you're a female streamer, but there's a lot of female streamers out there. A lot of people, they feel safe behind a computer screen, so they feel they can get away with a lot more, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
So they can push the boundaries out a little bit further when it comes to talking to you, or say other female streamers, so they can be a bit braver. But I guarantee you, if you met these boys in the flesh, they probably are little boys.
Oh,
You know?
they're how you say little
They'd be
bitch.
like,
In other words.
oh, hiya, how you doing? How you
Yeah.
doing? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm
Right.
just here to say hello. Yep,
Exactly.
that's okay. Yeah, when they're behind a screen, they can get away with anything. Well, they think they can. They can look up big words online and try and use them against you and say, hey, guess what, Sarah, you're a... all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they feel braver online, and that's what I think why they're like that. But as I say, I guarantee if you met half of them, they'd probably die of embarrassment.
Right. Hello, Warworth Dining. Hello, Sticky.
Yeah,
Hello,
Warworth.
guys. Hi, 21. I thought it would be just be you didn't expect others. Yeah, 21. It's streamers like Andrew's been a streamer for uh Andrew, I don't know how many years have you been streaming? About 2 years? I don't know.
Yeah, about 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years. Wait, what the fuck is stream on Twitter? I don't know for um but yeah, but like as a woman streamer, it's like that shit needs to be cut off. Like if you're not happy with your wife, or your husband, tell them in person. Don't fucking come on, not gonna say on stream, outside the stream, when everybody's having fun and everything, and then all of a sudden they all want to talk to you in private and saying, oh, I have feelings for you and stuff. It's like, wait, whoa, 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 no, 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 darling. First of all, I don't know you. You live very far or whatever, and it's like, I don't know, what's your background. You get me? And like that's scary for me. That is scary because you don't know if they have a crazy mental mind of their own, or they're sexist, and it's like I can't tolerate people like that. Yes,
Right.
I like to
So
do
what do you do
my
about people
impression
like
of
that?
making people
What?
laugh, and sometimes I get people that don't have a humor with. Yeah, I know, C Rob. Hi. Hello, Aiden, darling. Share your thank you, friendly darling. Cause yeah, this, if you guys please share the stream, cause there's, bring your friends, bring your family, cause this needs to be talked about. And it's like I never talk about stuff like this, but it's been bothering me. It's like it's been like the feeling, Andrew. It's like when something's like bothering you, and all of a sudden, like, what, release the bitch. I'm sorry, release the bitch. Like, what, you got on my bad side, so now I need to talk about this.
Well, it sounds like you've had enough
It's
of it. That's what I'm
exactly
gonna
for
say.
exactly. It's all about respect, and it's like,
Yeah,
and
totally.
it's like, do you like? Wait a minute. Do you even have manners, sir? Or boy? Actually, no, boy, not sir. Boy, you're a boy. Because if you have no manners for women, it's like, okay, probably you grew up in a family abuse, and it's like, I understand that, but don't
Mhm.
butcher women like they're toys or tools. We're not toys. Like, I'm not a toy. I'm a person. I'm
Yeah,
married. I've been married for 12 years. Yes, there's been ups and downs. He knows that.
there always is. Yeah, it's normal.
And, stuff happens in life, and it's like I'm still struggling because you guys remember I lost my grandfather,
Yeah.
and and some other relatives, and recently, not that long ago, in March, I lost my uncle. Hello, Mr.
Hmm.
SoCal, darling. And something happened with me, but I don't want to talk about it because I'm not ready to talk about it, because it's my personal. But my co-streamers knows what happened to me,
Yeah.
and I don't want to talk about it, with you guys, because I'm not ready yet. But I am ready. Like, yes, I lost some people in my life, and it still hurts me. You
Mhm.
get me? It's not easy.
I think what Chris has said and what Forrest has said are
Um,
very much two of the most important things. It all comes down to respect.
it's true.
And unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there that don't actually show the respect that is due. Everyone's due respect. Okay, not everyone earns it properly, but people like yourself, you certainly have earned respect, I would say.
Mhm.
And you don't deserve to be treated like the way
Mm.
people possibly have been treating you. And we need to realise that. As I say, this might be a little rant on YouTube as well, which I don't like to do, but YouTube
Mhm.
need to do more. I've said this a million times.
Oh
YouTube need
yeah.
to do more about people like that. They don't do enough, in my opinion. And people they can hassle you on one account, they can hassle you on 10 accounts,
Mhm.
and it's very hard to get away from that. And I can turn around and sit and say it doesn't bother me, it doesn't bother me, because I've
Yeah.
got quite a thick skin. But then eventually it does bother you because everyone's only human,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
we were just saying. You're only a human being, Sarah. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be treated like that. You shouldn't be given hassle. And as I say, these people that are probably possibly giving you the hassle, they're probably
Yeah.
little kids. Okay, there are some grown
Exactly.
men that can act like little kids, don't get me
Oh,
wrong,
and
but
we know some of
sometimes they
them.
can be worse.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes they can be
it's
worse.
it's about money with YouTube. You know what, Freddie? You know that's like okay with me. I'm gonna be honest and and Andrew knows me and people that know me very well. Hi, Tanky darling. I am. How can I say it? I'm not. I try to be as respectful as I can, and lots of people are teaching their kids respect nowadays, and I raise to be respectful.
Yeah,
So yeah, I
I
understand
hear
that one
that.
with
I hear
yeah.
that too. Yeah.
Trust me, like we know that, but like me, like the people that know me off stream, they know how I think. They know um yeah, I'm a cool person, but when there's times when I don't want to talk about it, they'll be like, "What's wrong? What's going on?" And it's like and I tell them, what's going on with me, and to be honest, and like yeah, there is some stuff that is still bothering me. I'm not gonna talk about it on
Mm.
stream because it's personal
I
for
think
me.
what you're good. I think what you're good at doing, Sarah, and I think
Mm.
what a lot of us are good at doing as well, is
Mm.
we're very good with a YouTube persona, but
Uh
we
huh.
come across, people like us, we come across on YouTube as very, I would say, I hate to say the word professional because that makes it sound a bit big, but respectful. What people have said, and we're not coming onto YouTube to start spilling our lives out and all that stuff. But people have a limit, and sometimes, as Sarah has put in her title, there are certain things that eventually need to be addressed.
Yeah.
And that's not always easy to do that one to one. Sometimes you've got to make a bit of a group discussion, and I think this is a good way to do it sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, it's not a case of everyone going, well, this has happened to me, my life is terrible, my life is that. It's just that after a while, sometimes you need to talk about it. And most of the people that I know, are really decent, respectful people. But there's always going to be one or two people that can cause trouble. And I think,
Exactly.
Sarah, you've probably had a little bit of experience lately, and that's why I'm
Mm.
thinking you want to talk about it at last, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
we have a deleted message.
Somebody says something on stream. I'm not gonna pay attention. You know what?
I didn't see it.
Hey, whatevs. Even if someone comes at me for reasons are right. I respect their opinion. Exactly.
That's a
For
good point.
that
That's
I
an excellent point.
like you for we talked about this before. I love hearing guys' opinions. You get me? It's like there's some stuff like yeah I'm like half of the time wrong or sometimes right. I'm like I'm being tween and we all have different uh we have different we all have different opinions and like
Mhm.
I understand that and it's awesome.
There we go.
Thank you. And it's
So have you been
like right now, people are like afraid of to say the truth. Like right now, I see some trolls. You know what, dudes? Quick, quick coming in here. It's the fucking truth. If you can't if you can't handle the truth, get the fuck out of here. That's all I have to tell
that
you.
goes back to my point. That goes back to my point, Sarah, as well. Like you were saying earlier on, you've had a bit of, I hate, you've had a little bit of issues with people, one or two
Yeah,
people, not people that many of us know, but it's people like that. They're probably a little, they've had
yeah,
reality or they're kids themselves. They've probably never crawled out of a basement in about 25 years, and you know, the closest thing they're going to get to a female is probably on a live stream. So
mm,
that's just. But at the same time, they forget that people behind who are doing the live stream, the people that are doing these chats, they've got personal lives themselves. They've got family. They've got, things
yeah,
going on, and they should be respectful of that. Just as the streamer themselves is respectful of others. And you're one of the most respectful people I've ever known. So
yeah.
there we go.
It's like how I think, Andrew. Is like everybody wants respect. I like if I respect you, if you respect me, I respect you. What's going on? Hi,
Mm-hmm.
Gordy, darling. Um, You need to see the beginning what I'm talking about. Like, us streamers, like what's been bothering us, and also me as a woman, what's been bothering me, especially like people like, I guess I'm gonna say it again, who are, streamer guys are married. You get me?
Some are.
Some
I know what you
some
mean.
are okay. Some are. Sorry,
Some have
Andrew.
got more
I know.
sense.
I'm
Some are more
sorry.
sensible.
I know. Some are,
There you go.
some are married and stuff, and they all of a sudden, your marriage life is not working, and all of a sudden, they tell their streamer friends, what, I have feelings for you, this and that. And it's like, oh, so you mean like, we're like, okay, you're thinking, oh, friend and stuff. But no, but they're saying, oh, more than that. And it's like, oh, okay, you know what? That's a red flag. That's a no. No, darling. I'm married. Get like, get your like, no, you do not want to mess with this girl. And and first of all, if okay, I am Mexican American. If you know our background, how we are, don't mess with us. Don't
Yeah.
mess with us. Like us, us Latinas, and I know Andrew, you are you are Italian, and you're very good at you're Scottish slash Italian. I
Got
remember you
first,
told me. Yeah, you
first
told
and
me.
second class.
And if you mess with us, ooh, it's not gonna go good. It's not gonna go good for you guys.
I just
I
think,
don't hide. I don't hide. I don't hide behind screen. That's why I do what I do now. I try to help people. Yeah, I understand that for. That's yeah.
Mhm.
I love what you're doing. I love your
Yeah,
topics. It's like it's awesome. It's like
I would
you
love to
know.
be on one of those one day.
Yeah. Weren't you with us?
No,
Noah.
I've never been on it. I've never been on one of
Ah.
those
Oh, I thought
chats.
you did.
Not yet, anyway. Not yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you did. That's what I thought.
No.
And
No.
it's like, yeah, like right now, like there's some little bitch of a some streamers that are hating on what I'm talking about right now, and why you think there's some trolls that are popping out, and it's the same fucking little shit, because they don't
Yeah,
have the
yeah,
guts to
pretty
talk
much.
to you, and it's like, what,
Well,
man,
no.
man the fuck up, or woman the fuck up,
Mm-hmm.
and say some shit to our faces, say some shit to me,
Yeah.
I'm not afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like
Always be
really,
yourself. Always be yourself. And the people that
exactly,
can't handle it, they're the people that are the ones that are they're trolling. They're the ones that are acting the way they do because they
exactly.
can't. Don't get me wrong. We all have a limit. We all have a breaking point, and I've never seen yours, but I'd be scared to. I think.
Right.
But yeah,
And
you do a great job of hiding it, and again that goes back to
mm,
the what I call the professional side of things.
yeah,
Um, you rarely talk about things like that. And don't get me wrong, there's going to be certain people on YouTube that are going to be friends on YouTube, and they might talk about things later on. But Sarah, I take it you've obviously had experience with this. Are you talking about and other female streamers that you know of that have had a similar issue as well? Are
yeah,
they getting the same sort of
yeah.
thing?
They're getting
Yeah.
the same thing, that I know. There's some other ones, and they talked about it, and it's like, it's so stupid. And it's like,
Yeah.
what? Like, cut it off. This is 2019. It's
Yeah.
like really, like nowadays you can expose a person, for saying stuff, and you can put it on Twitter, on
Yeah, I know.
Facebook, and it's like, you really want to be friends with this person. You get me?
Hmm.
Like nowadays, like one click and there it is, exposed.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not.
out there.
Or you can also be be a friend about it. What, this is bothering me. You're not respecting me as a person, and it's like,
Hmm.
it's not fair. You're treating me this way, and it's like, you get to know the person from there. But if they still act like an asshole, it's like,
Hmm.
what, I have to cut you off, dude. It's like, what, I'm sorry, but this is not gonna.
Yeah, I'm the
But
same. You get. It's fine to give people chances, but some people sometimes run out of chances eventually. Yeah, you've got to do. You have to do something. You have to either say something or then
mm,
do something about it. But then I
mm,
would also go back to the person that's causing the problem. They should be looking at themselves and thinking, why
exactly.
am I acting like this? Why am I behaving like this? So they shouldn't be on YouTube. Simple as that. But unfortunately, YouTube are not. tough enough on the trolls. I've said it a billion times, and I'll say it again. They just are not tough enough on the trolls.
Exactly.
Siggy was saying, the people who know me know what I'm going through, because he opens up to them because he gets the feeling that when you put something in the chat, it comes across. Yeah, that's a good point. Sometimes
Mhm.
when you type something on a chat,
Yeah.
when you read words, it can look differently as to how you would hear it spoken. I totally agree with that. But I think I'm quite good at deciphering what people are trying to say. But when it comes to trolls, you just know they're trolls. You just
Yeah.
know, regardless of what they type, of what they say, you just know. Sorry, Sarah, to interrupt you there.
Yeah, I know. I saw, and it's yeah. Like me da asco. If you don't know what me da asco means in Spanish, means it disgusts me. It's like it's disgusting. It's like really. It's like, do we have to go back to the 1950s? Because I remember very well. Because I remember my mom and my aunts did not have so much freedom back then. Women did not have so much freedom because all they did was taking care of babies, babysitting, cook, clean, all that,
Dinner on a
and
table
they
at 5
couldn't.
p.m.
Uh-huh, exactly. You get me? And
Yep.
it's like, you know what? And like, I'm glad that these women now are, are like fighting back, saying stuff, speak, just talk, something bothering you, talk. That's what my mom always told me when I was a kid. And now she's like, if something bothering you, talk. Just talk.
It's a good point.
Just
Yeah.
let it out. Even if if it's bothering you, if it's hating you, just talk. And that's why I
'Cause a
love
lot of
my
people
mom.
didn't talk about things. A lot of people didn't talk about things years ago,
Mhm.
and that's probably why they had a lot more problems. Nowadays, it's much more easier to talk to people about most things. But at the end of the day, that still doesn't excuse ignorant or rude behaviour towards people. You
Mhm.
know, you can okay, freedom of speech is one thing, but you've got to
Mhm.
have sense with the freedom of speech. Freedom of
Exactly.
speech, okay, yes, you can say anything you want,
Yeah.
but when you say something rude or nasty, that makes you just an asshole. Simple as that. And there's a difference between being an asshole or the ability to use freedom of speech. You know,
Mhm.
Iceman saying trolls will be taken out by mods. Yes, the mods are fantastic. I find most people that I know who've got channels, the mods are great, and I think that comes down to a lot of the friendships you make on YouTube as well. The trust is there. The trust for them to be mods on your channels. They're always you can trust them, and I think that's a good thing to have is trust with people you know, and yeah, to a degree they can be friends as well. But there's YouTube's such a massive world. The internet's such a massive world. There's always going to be idiots out there. It's like life in general, unfortunately.
Mhm.
But as I say, it goes back to being braver behind a computer screen. You know,
Exactly.
they feel tougher saying, "Oh, I'm going to say this." You
Yeah.
know,
Like, oh, I'm gonna destroy like I'm gonna destroy you. I'm gonna make you quit and stuff. What can I
yeah.
find
How
it?
brave is that?
Oh,
It's not brave at all.
like exactly. It's like, give me a quick second. Sorry, guys.
No worries there. It's called "Get Yourself Alive."
Exactly. Get yourself alive. Yep. Although if it's the same person, they will rip the views off. Sure. But
Yeah,
I
of
really
course that
don't
goes back
care.
to yeah, yeah. They just as I said, they'll be down in a basement somewhere.
Hmm. Right? They're like they have nothing
Precisely.
else to do. That's why they're complaining. They're living in their mother's basement and stuff, living for free. And it's like, really, like get a life. First of all, get a life, asshole. That's all to say. Get a life. There's
That goes.
if that goes for everyone. Like
Yeah, it does.
I like there's
It's like
more than
realize.
streaming. Like
Mm,
there's more than
yeah.
streaming. Like here's the thing. What I do in life. Yeah, you
Mm,
know like yes, I spend time with my husband. We like to have fun. We like to explore, the city of LA. There's some parts that we
mm,
haven't seen. We like to, take pictures and stuff. And especially, going to our favorite spot in at the beach in San Pedro. If you guys don't know, I like hanging out there, just to, just to relax, just to see the ocean view. Also, work out, editing also. But
Yeah.
there's sometimes that I just need to get out because I can go mental if I'm gonna be staying inside the house all day.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get me?
Stir crazy,
Especially
that's the
and
term.
and especially we all work here. Especially I'm gonna talk about my work, but you already know the BS and stuff about people. And I don't want to talk about it, but
Go on,
you
go on.
no, like
It's good.
rude customers and all that. I understand. I've been there. Like I'm still there. Hey, Holly, darling. Mm.
Hey, Holly.
Somebody said you're currently made by people who support you in life and who you support. If you're a good person, you have nothing to worry about. Oh, thank you, Gordy Darden. I know. Honestly, butthurt from reactions, I guess. I don't know. Right?
Yeah, so basically, anyone that's just joined, sorry to say, Sarah, to hijack things a bit. I think a few new people have joined. It's basically just a case of how streamers, in your case, Sarah, how female
Mm-hmm.
streamers are sometimes treated, and you know, obviously you're better to talk about that than I am. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit and listen for a while, and if I can
Mm-hmm.
say anything about it, then I will, because I think it doesn't just affect it affects everyone in different ways. Say it
Exactly.
could be, you know, a certain streamer,
Mm-hmm.
they could be treated in a certain way, but I think female streamers, a lot of people, I think a lot of think people think that female streamers have an advantage over male streamers.
Exactly.
Um, but these things balance out. They may do in some cases, but I think in other cases they I think any male that bullies a female streamer really needs to be dipped in acid. I know
Mm-hmm.
that's a hard thing to say, but
Mm-hmm.
it's true. It's true. You
True.
know. But on you go, Sarah.
No, no, like I'm saying, like I want to hear your opinion as well. Andrew, do you have any like type of experience like that before, like the like yeah, the opposite sex, if you know what I mean? Saying like,
To
oh,
be
you're an
honest,
awesome, no, I need to hear your opinion as well because I'm not sure
this
if you
is
had the same experience. You get me?
um I have never, this is going to sound really strange, but I've
Mm,
been lucky, touch wood, never to have had any strange experiences like that.
mm,
The only experiences I've had, there's been people, you might get somebody that disagrees with something you say, and you know when there's multiple accounts being formed and you're getting, they'll call themselves names like Philip Gregory, like up there under chat, Bend Over, all these silly names,
yeah.
and it's just a multiple person, and it could be something that it's something silly like when you're playing a game, you're streaming a game, and you might not be doing very well at that game,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd be surprised. These people are not always kids. These people, they can be grown adults. They can be grown men. And as I say, when you're behind a computer screen, it gives them a bravado that half of these people wouldn't do in real life. You
Mm-hmm.
know. But that's the only experience I've really had. I don't have it too often. Thankfully, the people that I've met on the YouTubes, about most of the guys here, including yourself,
Mm-hmm.
have been really good, and we've all sort of gotten an understanding of each other. We know what each other likes to play. We know how to treat each other.
Mm-hmm.
Respect is there between most of us, I would say, and that works well most both ways, always.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like the community that's going. But of course, there's always going to be a few bad apples,
Of
and
course.
but you never know. That's the problem with YouTube. You don't know who they are because a lot of them come under the cover of darkness, i.e., a second account. And to me, that's just being a coward. I'm one of these people
Yeah.
that if I have something to say, I don't say it very often, but when I do have something to say, I'll say it. I will
Yeah.
say it. And I think you're a similar type of person. And most of the people that I know in this chat
Mm.
are very similar
Yeah.
too.
Like
But
Holly,
there's
she's
usually
awesome. Like Holly Ducky Quack Quack, she's awesome. She said, I would rather hear people praise people that work hard on their channel rather than moaning about their channel. They're moaning about women streamers. Oh, that's so true, Holly. Yeah, streamers are not all the same. Yeah, we're not all the same. And Gordy said, I understand that I've had people rant on me, sorry, in the chat about I should be doing in a game, help is always welcome, but nobody should push. Yeah, should push themselves. That's true. Mm.
What's this guy's YouTube channel? I wonder who he's talking.
Oh, Tanky, this is
Oh, hey, thank
Andrew
you.
Scott. Andrew Scott. He is awesome. He plays retro gaming. He loves, all sorts of games like the old-fashioned games that I used to play when we used to play as a kid, like
God,
Mega
I'm an
Meg.
old man.
No, you're not an old man. You and I are the same age, Andrew.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's a it's Andrew Scott. So let me put it actually. Where are you?
Mod Stig's saying again, don't things like don't ask for mod, things like that. It has to be earned. It's like
Yeah.
anything else. A lot of things, respect has to be earned, and a lot of the times it doesn't. It shouldn't have to be earned. It should be a natural thing that happens because most people, thankfully that I've met, and including yourself, they've tended to be generally nice people, and there's, it's been a good. I've had a good experience over the last 2 years of doing this, and
Hi,
as I was saying
Cubby.
earlier on, there's always going to be. That's not the link. No, you don't need to
I
do that. You
know.
can,
And no, if you want to put, if guys can somebody go to Andrew Scott's and leave a link on my channel so they can know where to go to for if you guys want to support his channel, go ahead. Also, who are my mods? They also have a channel. Go support them as well. I do trust these guys.
that's a good point what Holly's made. She was saying she's been called names, but she's learnt to deal with it. But there are a lot of vulnerable people out there. That's true, and you can be very, like I was saying to Sarah before you came on, some of you guys, you can be quite strong, you can have a thick skin, but everybody is only human. You can only take so much. And I guarantee you, half of these trolls, if they were put into a similar situation, they'd crack at the first provocation, I
Exactly.
guarantee it. So they would then say, oh my god, I'm going to have to make another account,
Oh, what happened? See, I have not had any trolls because it says it's all in my bio that I am crap at gaming and streaming, so don't bother saying anything.
No,
That's
no,
right,
that's fine.
Sticky. Love you all, but um, Rob's made dinner and okay, Holly, you have an awesome, great night,
See you later,
and
Holly.
say hi to your guy for us. Yeah. You see, like right there, Holly. She's not streaming. She has a life, and there you go. She's spending time with her guy. You get me? That's
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
Not everybody has to stream, like I said before. We all have a life. Gordy, you have your kids, you have your wife. Andrew, you have your cat and your family.
Thanks,
Your
mate.
Oh yeah, if you guys don't know, he has a new kitten. He has a new
Yeah.
little baby kitty.
And this thing is, this thing's insane.
That was insane.
Let's put it this way: it's in the right household, so it fits in well. You can't get any more insane than this house. That's for
Oh
sure.
yeah, especially if they go to sleep during the daytime and then all of a sudden, hey, I'm awake at night, and you're like, why?
I don't know how this thing works. It sort of sleeps for about 4 hours, then it's awake again, and it's like sleep longer, just sleep longer. Come on, and you can't go on your computer because it jumps up on it,
Oh yeah.
and it's just. You think to yourself before you get it, this thing's going to be awesome. This thing's going to be such fun. 2 seconds later, I'm like, I wish I never got this thing now.
Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm doing a double shift today,
See you,
so I
Gordy.
need to nap before I go back. Take care of us and Andrew. Bye. Okay, Gordy. Hope you have a great nap.
Take care.
Yeah, go, Mimi. Go. Thank you for coming by. See you,
Yeah, that's the
Gord.
only experience I. That's sorry, Sarah. That's the only experience I can think of. That, I haven't had too many bad experiences. Touch wood. So then you could
Yeah.
almost say that a lot of people that talk about how women streamers have an advantage, but then I think they have a lot more difficulties in a lot of ways as well. But I can't answer that fully because I'm not, you'd be
Yeah,
able to answer that better than I do. So there's obviously, you know, but hopefully people just need to, a lot of people need to grow up and
yeah,
treat
they
everyone
do.
the same. Again, it goes back to the respect thing, you've got to have
Exactly.
it.
Like, exactly. And it's like I said before, like there's sometimes you gotta keep it to yourself and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I can't stand people like this dude right now. Really? Wow, bro.
Mm.
Wow. Wow. Definitely, you have no life. But yeah, you get me. We're all people here. We all have a life. We have, like I said, we all have family, or we live alone, or probably we don't live alone. But we keep our private life private. And I understand that.
Private life, private, yeah, totally,
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some stuff that I keep it private because I don't want, you know, like I know you guys been asking, oh, why don't you bring your sister on stream and stuff like that, or what they look like. I am not gonna do that because I am very protective of my family. You get me? It's like
Mm-hmm.
that's my personal life, and it's like I'm gonna show you that. Like I'm
I
gonna
think
show
if
it
you,
to to my trusty co-streamers. I will,
yeah,
and who are my friends. Yeah, I'm gonna show them like what they look like. But
yeah.
people, here on stream, I'm not gonna show you my fam. Like no. Are
I
you
think if
ever going?
anything,
I did, thank you. You missed it.
oh yeah,
you,
yeah, see, you
I
have
did.
done that,
I did a face cam, but for right now, I'm not gonna do a face cam because I am not like I am not. I'm very pissed off. That's not to say I'm so mad right now, and it's like there's some stuff that needs to be addressed.
I think when
Okay.
it comes down to people asking about, oh, you're gonna show this that on your stream, are you gonna show somebody else on your stream?
Yeah.
That is that is a personal choice for
Mhm.
you to do.
Exactly.
You shouldn't have to be asked that question in the first place.
Mhm.
That's something you should come out with yourself. You could turn around and say, oh, by the way, guys, I'm going to be showing you that, and the next thing I'm going to be
Mhm.
showing you my my 10 cousins or something like that.
Yeah.
That's not for other people to say, oh, we want to see this, we want to see that. I mean, if you did that to them, the chances are they'd be like, excuse me, you know,
Right.
are we
like,
playing Uno
like
here or what? Yeah.
you do. It's like I don't know why people are like wasting their time on being hurtful to people. It's like I'm gonna say this right now. You guys who are trolls, good luck in life. If you're a kid, oh wow,
Mm.
you're gonna have a bunch of experience in your life that you should never have done, and then you're gonna be like, you know what, I am so sorry, and then all of a sudden, payback's a bitch because it's gonna come back around. I've been there. I've done that. I had. I was a really, really, really awful person before before I came in streaming. Before YouTube was around. Like, I used to be a really awful person. Hi, Warwick, darling. Hi, Hunter,
I
darling.
don't believe that.
Wait, what?
Hey,
What?
Warwick.
What? You don't believe what?
So, Stiggy has got a very good
Hmm.
point. Right now, he was
What
saying
happened?
he what he's saying basically the trolls don't think sometimes about the people on the other side of the screen that they may
Mm-hmm.
have issues themselves and they don't
Mm-hmm.
need that. You go on you go on a
Yeah.
game to stream to enjoy it. You go
Mm-hmm.
on there to make sure other people enjoy it too. You
Mm-hmm.
don't need stuff like that, and especially if you've got stuff going on. Again, that you can be very professional, you can be very
Mm-hmm.
straight faced, straight laced on the stream, but people need to realise people have a limit,
Yeah,
and people
exactly.
like that carry on and behave like that. I mean, they
Mm-hmm.
really need to,
Exactly.
they're so brave. Again, I'll say it again. They're brave behind a computer screen, but these people have probably never crawled more than 2 inches out of a basement, So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. There we go.
Like really, I was
Crawl
like,
back down, mate.
All right, guys. Whoever, when you don't see their faces, just ban them. Just ban them. When they don't have a face, just ban them. I was about to say, just ban the people who are coming in, who are trolls. You guys already know, like Cubby, Andrew. You already know that people do not have a picture. Just ban them. Or they're saying something provocative, just ban them.
So Sarah,
It's like,
I think
yeah, yeah.
for the new people that have just jumped into the channel, they're maybe not sure what the stream is about. If you want
Hmm.
to
Okay.
remind them or tell them about it.
Alright, since the people who came in here, there's some stuff as me as a female streamer creator. There's some things that have been bothering me, and like also some other female streamers. There's been streamers or guys offside of the stream who are not happy with their spouse, and then all of a sudden they see an opportunity to come and get you, and like, oh, you're an awesome person, this and that, oh, we should be together. And it's like, you know what, it's a red flag. It's like, nope, I am not going there. Like, no, how dare you? And then they say provocative stuff, they say, they say perverted things. It's like, you know what, that needs to stop. Like,
Mhm.
like, I just can't stand, like, just can't
And what I,
stand. That's just
and my point in
disgusting.
that is, what
Mhm.
YouTube, this is where, again, YouTube are just not tough enough on people like that. I mean, they
Exactly.
go on about how they respect certain people, they're meant to
Mhm.
respect people like yourself, a woman streamer. They're meant to be showing respect for people. They're meant to be, not, I hate the word protective, but they're
Yeah.
meant to be supportive. Now, if
Exactly.
they're allowing that, they're allowing language like that, then they are not doing their job. Then they are
Exactly.
simply not doing their job, and you shouldn't have to be dealing with that. And
Mm-mm.
anyone, nobody should be
Anyone.
have to be dealing with that. But I
Exactly.
would say, and again, what we were saying earlier on, a lot of people think that female streamers have an advantage over male streamers, then maybe to a degree, but these things balance themselves out. These things balance themselves out big time because a lot of the female streamers, like Sarah was talking about, are having to deal with a lot of crappy abuse from sad losers who basically,
Oh my
again, they've
god.
never seen outside their mum's basement.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
See
it's
you
like,
later, Tanky.
yeah, no, no, thank you, Andrew. And it's like, do you talk to your mother that way? If you do, oh, I hope your mom stops the living shit out of you. And,
Mm-hmm.
like, ooh, you never talk to, to a woman like that. Or, okay, Tanky, I'll see you. We'll see you later. Thank you for dropping by. Um, even if you're a dad, ooh, don't you ever treat, if you have a daughter or a son, and you need to treat these kids, as gentlemen when they're young, and they'll be like, you know what, you
Mm-hmm.
better respect this young lady. You did wrong, go say sorry to her. And I grew up, my uncles, like that, and they always,
Mm-hmm.
my uncles always respected, me and my sister, my cousins who are females. They always respect us. They see us as a daughter. You get me? And
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
and especially, to the moms, like, I so respect the moms and the dads who are, very, very, strict with their kids, because they need to be taught a lesson. Some people like to
Mm-hmm.
create fantasy environment on the internet, and it could be and becomes a part of their life and leads them to a deep dark place. That's true, Cubby. That is so true. And what they say or how they say this doesn't matter them, as long it's fulfills their dreams world. It's just so
Uh,
stupid.
yeah. The
That's
thing
true,
is with that,
Cubby.
Sarah, is
Mm.
that's true because it's almost like they don't. It's basically saying that they don't care what they say or how they treat
Yeah.
people, as long as it fulfills their, you know, weird needs in life, then they're going to
Mm-hmm.
keep doing it. They're going to keep doing it no matter what, unless somebody or something puts
Mm-hmm.
a stop to it. And
Exactly.
it's either that or a psychiatrist or something. is what they
Exactly. Like, people like that, if you have a mental issue, something
hmm
happened in your life, you need to go to a doctor ASAP. I am not a
And
doctor. Andrew's not
and
a
what Stig
doctor.
was saying,
He's
what Stig was saying earlier on,
mm.
like mental illness can be the streamer can have mental,
Yeah.
not mental issues. I mean, like they could
Yeah,
have
yeah.
issues themselves. So it doesn't help
Mhm.
that the streamers, not streamers, the trolls and that they can often they feel big in themselves that they can do stuff like that and call people out and And
Exactly.
especially in your case that you're female, they think, oh
Mhm.
well, I'm gonna be a big brave man and just hassle a female. You know, they're not brave. They're complete fucking cowards sometimes.
They are. And it's like you don't know like I said earlier, Andrew. You don't know what their background is. You don't know, they come
Precisely.
from an abusive relationship, or they're trying to, they're trying to do, a comeback, like, oh, I'm gonna hurt you and
Yeah.
stuff. I
Yeah.
control you, and it's like, ooh, that's a big and that too, guys. That's a huge flag. Do ever, ever, ever date a person who is abusive, ever.
Hmm. Hmm.
That is a very scary. And like that, that breaks my heart, for men and women especially, from both sides. It's
Hmm.
like it's not worth it. It's like, if they're being controlling you, if they're saying stuff to you, they're saying, oh, you're fat, oh, you never be anything in life, oh, you can do, I am better, I'm like the only person in the world for you. And it's like, you know what, no, there's a lot of people, who are, gentlemen, gentle ladies,
Hmm.
who are respectful and stuff. You just
Yeah.
have to, find them. You need to come down. Of course, we all have
Yeah.
needs. Don't get me wrong, we all have needs. Hello,
You treat
but
you treat people like well, I don't know about
well,
that. You too
anyways,
long.
yeah. But you need to find.
What
you
kind
need
of
to.
stream is this, Sarah?
I'm sorry, like, but you know what I mean, Andrew.
I know what you mean. I know what you
Yeah.
mean. But
This,
respect is
mhm,
given. Well, sorry, respect is not given; it's earned. You know,
mhm.
and you don't treat people like that. You know, we're all the same. Every single person is the same. You know, at the end of the day, human beings. That's it. There's no difference in life. But at the end of the day, whether you've got to just treat people
Mhm.
respectfully. Okay, it doesn't always
Exactly.
work. That's an ideal world. That's a perfect world. And I know it's all not always going to be like that. But at least, thankfully, the people that I know, and I'm sure you know the same people that I know on the YouTube circuit, as it were, they
Yeah.
generally tend to be pretty nice people.
Mhm.
Um, but what you were describing earlier on is,
Mhm.
brave, so-called brave men hassling a
Yes.
female trainer. We need to, people like that. That bugs me. But
Exactly. It's like how I said, like, but also like in the household, like, how are you treating them, outside, like, in the household, and especially like I said, like, the moms and dads, they,
mm,
some of
mm,
them come in abusive relationship, some of them, um, something happened in life, and they were, in a traumatic situation, and there's some people that can't control their mentality because of, stuff like that, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna hurt this person because it makes me feel good, or this, I'm
yeah.
gonna make this person, it's gonna give them, a life of living hell. And it's like, you
Mm,
know
mm,
what, like, that has to stop. And it's like, those people right there, like, I feel sorry for you guys. And it's like, there's stuff that I have experienced when I was, oh my god, back in 2000, yeah, 2006, when I was way
mm.
bit younger, like way bit younger. And yeah, right now I'm not that young.
Yes, you are. Same as
Yeah,
you.
yeah. But still, I'm a young at heart, but not that young. But yeah, I was an awful, awful person back in 2006 because I didn't know I was sick. I treated people like crap, my coworkers, my family, everyone, especially, my nephews. I treat, I treat everybody like crap, and I didn't know I was sick. And then I got treatment. Um, if you guys don't know my background story, I'm gonna say this right now. I had a tumor back in 2007, and that's when I didn't know my you're still young chicks are out. Thank you, Warwick, darling. I know if I'm an old fart. You are not that. If Warwick, I give you guts. First of all, you have a young at heart. I love your uplifting stream. I love how have your point of view, especially when it comes to new gamings and all that. You're awesome. So don't ever say oh, I'm an old fart. You know what? Doesn't matter how old you are, you're still young at heart. But anyways, I was saying. Like, yeah, I used to be an awful person back in 2007. I had a tumor back in 2007.
Mm.
I didn't know, and it was near my ear, and then I lost, my. I don't know if you have seen guys see my face on camera, but like half of the side was like numb back then. Like,
Right.
yeah, and still like, yeah, it's not symmetrical yet, but it's getting there, and it took me a long time for my face to recuperate. Especially, I couldn't
Okay.
say like some words back then. I couldn't pronounce my
Right.
F's or S's. It was hard.
Okay.
Memory was so hard. Walking was so hard. Like
Hmm.
everything, like right there, everything, everything changed when you have a tumor, and especially
Yeah.
when it gets removed. Thank God it was, not cancerous. And it's like,
Yes.
even though,
Yes.
even though I still get checked on this day, to make sure it doesn't come back.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's like I've been through a lot of experience, back then and now, because there's some stuff that I can't remember. I still remember some certain stuff, but I can't remember like my childhood, or if I'm like
Right.
in this, like, let's say if I'm in this, like my uncle's house or my aunt's house, or a place that I have been there before, but you're trying to remember. It's like, what, I can't. I don't know. I don't remember you, or I don't remember this. I don't remember how I used to treat you and stuff. And it's like, in other words, I'm trying to be the best person that I can. Like, yeah, even though there's some people that I have hurt, and I understand that, you have to leave them alone. That I understand. Like, that I do understand. And
Hmm.
it's like, you just gotta give people time, and especially, going back how you used to be, like, you know, the bad person, and now that you understood life how is now, and you're learning from it, and it's like you're learning from your mistakes. And it's like, I thank
Yeah.
God. Like, I think, I thank God every day. I know some guys don't believe in God, but I do. Like, I thank God every day for for waking up. I'm so I'm so walking. I'm not blind. Like, I thank God for that. And it's like, like,
That
yeah,
says a lot
that.
about you, though. That says a
Mhm.
lot about you as a person, though. The
Mhm.
fact that you can, despite that was something that was technically out of your control to a
Mhm.
big degree, but even that you still feel bad about certain things,
Mhm.
the fact that you can learn about things and change certain things, even though, again, as I was saying before, they weren't always in your control anyway because of
Yeah.
that situation, the fact that you can still change and realize things that you should have, that you want to improve on, and that you've done it,
Mhm.
you should give yourself a massive pat on the back for that. You
Mhm.
really should. You've been through a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
So, and that's the point what I was making earlier on. A lot of people who are behind the screen on somebody's stream, they don't know what that person's been through. They don't know what that person's going through or have been through
Mhm.
in the past. So they should, again, that's where respect has to come into it. You know, treat people how you want to be treated. Simple as that. Okay, we've all made mistakes in life. I'm the first person I would say to hold my hand up to that. I've done many in my time. But the fact that you can learn
Mhm.
from it, that makes you an even better person at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And
And what Stiggy said right now, but at the end of the day, that hasn't that's not that's not
yes,
you. That was your illness that made you act like, yes, yeah, yeah, Stiggy. Trust me,
definitely.
I learned so much, especially like the long suffering. I'm here to. Okay, thank you, Ram Darling. It's like, how can I say? There's like still stuff that I'm still learning. Like, yeah, there's been
Hmm.
ups and downs. I lost my home back then. Living with relatives, living,
Yeah.
every little thing you guys been like, you heard or been through. Like, I'm like, I've been through that, and there's some stuff that I'm still going on that. Like, there's some stuff that that I don't agree with on family. Lose, like I said, loss of a
Oh,
relative, and
that's
it's like,
normal, Sarah. That's normal. Don't worry about
yeah.
that.
Yeah, like, you can't control, you can't control that. Life happens, when they that's just why it's how everybody, this is what I'm gonna say right now. This is what my grandfather told me. Love, like, you may never know when is your last. You may never know when is your last. So
Yeah.
cherish them now. You know, spend time with them now, because you may
Hmm.
never know when is your last. We'll catch you later,
Okay.
sweetie. I got business meeting. Bye. Okay, later when we're done, I'll see you. Hope you have a great night. Take care. It's like, yeah, it's been yeah, it's like, yes, I still miss, my grandfather because I still, my mom and my sister used to take care of him. I don't
Yeah.
know if you remember when I told you, Andrew, we're still, work around the clock with him because, you know, he was with his walker, so he couldn't walk that much, and he was
Right.
94 years old, man, who was gonna
Oh
be,
wow, wow.
yeah, at 94 years old. And
Yeah.
yesterday I went to go visit my grandparents, especially my grandfather, who turned 95 on July, the beginning of
Right.
July. And it's like wow. And I saw him, and to me, yeah, I still miss him. I still miss, hearing his voice, hearing his
Yeah, I
stories.
understand.
Like I miss that. I miss that because especially like, oh, good morning, cómo estás, and how you feeling?
Mhm.
How is your husband and all? And it's like like even though, even though you're there, and there's they're still they just want to see how you're
It's
doing
good.
and stuff. That's how they are.
It's good to have people like that as well who have so much experience in life,
Mm.
and if they can be like I don't know, but obviously in your case, they were obviously people you could turn to for advice or for situations like that. And it's good to have people like that who are a little bit older, well, a lot older in that case, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
they've had so much life experience, and
Yeah.
they can give you some very good advice because they've lived it, they've been there, they've worn the t-shirt, they've seen it all just about.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's difficult when they go because but I would take from that is you will possibly end up using some of the advice they've gave you in certain
Mhm.
situations in life. And once that happens, then you probably look back and think, well, I remember getting this advice sometime, and it feels good the fact that you've used that information on a different situation in your own life. So that tells me that they've taught you something good, and
Yeah.
yeah, and you're right about cherishing people because you just never know.
You never
You never
know.
know when is your last time you see that person.
Mhm.
And again, that goes down to respect. You know, always, like it's an old expression that I have here in my family, and a lot of people have it: never
Mhm.
go to sleep on an argument.
Exactly. Never go to
Um,
sleep angry. Mhm. That's what
always,
I
yeah,
was.
always
Yeah.
make sure you try the best to get it sorted out. It's not always easy because sometimes the last thing
Yeah.
you want to do is say, "Oh, I'm sorry," and you're still like, "Fuck off,
Exactly.
fuck off."
Exactly. You're like, I'm
But
mad at
it's
you. Yeah.
because you could wake up and the whole world could be destroyed, you know.
Mhm.
And you've had an argument with that person, and you're like, "Damn, I wish I'd said something. I wish." And regret's a horrible thing.
Oh
Regret's a
yeah.
horrible thing.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm getting very, what's the word? Not getting very sentimental, which I rarely do. I rarely do. Not openly, anyway. So,
Mhm.
what was the stream about again, Sarah? Joking.
Our opinions, on stream, and
Yeah.
how we are in as a person. In other words,
Hmm.
how we are. How Andrew and I are. We're talking comfortably right now. We're okay. Um, and we all have different opinions. We all, we all have a life here, and especially, not every day we stream because we have a life, we have a job,
Mm.
we have things to
Hmm.
take care of, and that's what trolls don't understand, and others. I'm gonna say other streamers that don't have a life. Um, they don't understand that perspective, and you don't know, like how Andrew said, like you guys don't know our background story. You don't know where, where we've been. You don't know the
Yeah.
struggles that we gone through, and it's like still we're still struggling, but we're still holding on.
Hmm. And that says a lot for people that can continue to keep going. It's not as I
Mhm.
say, it's not always easy, but and that's where some people need to understand. They need to people that can say nasty comments and things like that. You know,
Mhm.
you've got to understand that people do have lives, but at the end of the day, It doesn't mean that they're not friends with you or that they don't like you all of a
Mhm.
sudden. It's just that people have things to do. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, it's just as simple as that.
Exactly. It's,
But,
yeah, and also, okay, and there's some streamers. I'm gonna, cut off that topic.
mhm.
we already said our opinions on that. There's another topic that I wanted to talk about. Hi, Stevie, darling. Thank you for dropping the like.
Yes, Stephen.
Um, there's another topic I want to talk about. Streamers against streamers. If you know what I'm talking
Ah,
about, like, oh, this person
I
has
have no
more
idea.
views. Oh, this person has more views. How come, this person has more than I do? And like, oh, blah blah blah. And they're bickering on that. And then all of a sudden, oh, they're getting, they're getting bots, to have more views, or what you call it? They do oh, help me out here. They do different accounts just to make, just to get their views up, and it's like, oh, come on, dudes, like, stop it, like, really, like, first of all, I don't know how many supporters I have on my channel. Juicy
Juicy
gross.
goss.
Us.
Juicy goss. Yeah.
Juicy gross. I didn't say gross. Juicy goss. Oh my god, it's not juicy gossip, Stevie. No, I'm just saying, my our point of view that we have experience with, with streamers, and also, if you didn't see the beginning of my rant, or my point of view as a woman streamer, you should watch that. Watch the beginning of it. But here we're talking about, also about, other streamers who, are against some other streamers, even though you're big or small, and still, they're bitter. They want to, they want more views, they want more this and that, and it's like, you're not. Are you in it for the views? Are you in it because you want to be famous? Let me tell you something. Being famous is not all that great. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Have you heard
No, it
of
comes with a
too
lot of
much?
downfalls.
Yeah, too much of a good thing, too much of a bad thing. You heard of
Yes,
that?
too much of a good thing can be a
Yeah.
bad thing in the end
Mhm.
sometimes.
Exactly. Like, don't get me
But when
wrong.
it comes down
Yes.
to
Mhm.
the, sorry, Sarah, you go.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, when it comes down to the viewers thing, I think what I witnessed something the other night. It was a couple of nights ago, and it was from a very very big streamer. And this guy has got like 50,000 subs and all that. And he was arguing. He was arguing with a guy that had like 500 subs, and he was turning around to this guy and saying, "Well, look at your views compared to mine." Well, of course, the guy with the 50,000 subs is going to have a lot more views. But I just thought, well, what kind of attitude is that? I would rather be friends or associated with the person with the 500 subs than I would with some big head with 50,000 subs any day of the week, because that proves to me that person are nothing more than a blink. They've got blinkered views, and all they care about is one thing, and that thing is numbers. That's not caring about people. That's not caring about what they want. That's caring about one, well, possibly two things: money and numbers. And to me, that's not somebody I would even want to be near, because that's why I sometimes like smaller channels, because they are more,
Mhm.
they have more ability to take time for the other people that join their channels. But don't get me wrong, I've seen people with massive channels and they still take the time. Anyone can get that balance right. That to me is the so-called perfect streamer. And I know there's no
Mhm.
such thing. I'm just using that as a term. But I know there's no such thing as a perfect streamer, because there isn't. But I think somebody that has a big channel and yet can still take the time to interact with
Mhm.
people as best as he or she can, then that's pretty good going. But these people
Exactly.
with 50,000 subs and they have an
Mhm.
attitude like that, it's just,
Exactly.
they don't care about the person.
Ugh.
They just care about the
Yeah, you
numbers.
just care, exactly. And Siggy
Mm-hmm.
said they want to be
Exactly,
rich
Stig.
from, yeah. If that is
Totally
the
right, my
case,
friend.
yeah, that's so true, Stiggy. Hi, Punk Jade Arden.
You talk great.
And it's like really, like, you only care. That's what I don't like about huge streamers. They care about views. They don't care about the person. They don't care about the community. And it's like, what are you doing? Why are you streaming
Mm-hmm.
for then?
Yeah, what's the point
Aloha.
of streaming if you no? Honestly, if you're streaming there just to get numbers, to me that's not fun. What is the
Exactly.
fun in that? Because people
Mhm.
can see through that. People
Mhm.
see through that in the end. Anyone that's got a brain usually sees through it. But you know what I mean? But the
Like,
thing is,
mhm.
I don't like people like that.
I
It's an
don't either.
attitude, it's an ego, and as I said, I won't say it anymore, but they've got blinker
Mhm.
views. They just see numbers. It's where they're like, yes,
Yeah.
numbers. You know, it's
Exactly.
like I want to see people. I want to talk to people. I want to interact with them. I don't
Exactly.
want, that's my little mini rant is over for 2 minutes.
Yeah, you want you get me, like, we get it, like, I understand the reason why I stream is, so you guys can feel, welcome. You guys are welcome as a
Mhm.
family, because I have a huge family. If you guys don't know, I have a huge family on my mom's side, and I love, each and every one. It doesn't matter if, if you've been through a lot, good or bad, I still, cherish every one of you guys like children. In other words, hey,
Oh,
good,
mama.
just chilling. Oh my god.
I can't take things seriously for more than 5 minutes. You know that,
I
don't you?
know, I know. Like the reason, okay, beyond choice,
Same
mostly
Stevie.
now.
Yeah.
Mhm. Why 14? Doesn't. Stubbs? Who cares about that? I don't really care.
Stubbs just
Uh,
idiots, still,
they're just,
unfortunately, most of them.
they have no lives. So, it doesn't really matter. Because they never want to hear from a girl's perspective, woman's perspective, my point of view. And it's like,
Yeah.
screw them. Meh. Me
Just in case
vale.
anyone's
In,
wondering,
in Spanish,
yeah.
me vale madre. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck, in other words.
Mhm.
Thank you, Jay Darlin.
Yeah. The
And
thing
like,
is, Stubbs, what the title of the. Sorry, Sarah, to interrupt you there.
no, go ahead.
But what's the Sarah started the stream? It was just to talk about how female streamers can be given a bit of a hard time, and a lot of people think that female streamers have it easier over us, like male streamers and stuff like that. It's not the case because a lot of female streamers get a very hard time from so-called, male streamers hiding behind their games, a video streamer, So these things cancel themselves out. But yeah, Sarah was talking about personal experiences that she's had, and asking me if I've had any bad experiences. I think we've all had bad experiences in some
Yeah.
way or form or another. But I've been lucky to be okay so far. You get trolls that say, "Oh, you suck at this game, man," and all that stuff. But
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just checked in. I'm at the pub listening to. Oh, okay, Sticky, no problem. Yeah, it's just gonna be more like a listening type of, or more like a chat type of thing. Like
listen to
chill.
me.
It's gonna be like a chill and chat slash rant
I
type
love the
of,
rant parts.
yeah, right. Type of, type of stream. And there's some, like, yeah, there's some streamers that I have, that are cool, that they're awesome. I love, even off stream, that they're really really awesome. But there's
Mhm.
some that I have. Woo! Woo, there's some that were jerks, and yeah, there's some that were
Oh
just
yeah.
in for the views, and they don't care what the person's, feelings and stuff like that. And it's like, what? It's like, I went from, yeah, Jay. That's the thing, Darren. That's what I'm trying to say. And for me, that's just, I really don't care about numbers. Don't really care. I just care about the
Yeah.
person. If they want to see your channel, let them see your channel. I don't look at numbers. I say numbers. I don't look at numbers. I see the person. I see the community. You know, because we're
Mhm.
all different. If they like your content, they like, if they like the games that you're playing, that's just, just be you, just be yourself. You,
Yeah,
Jay,
absolutely.
you
Yeah.
remember what Estat said? You remember what he said? Be yourself. Always be yourself. There's gonna be people that are gonna be, that are gonna, you know, be talking smack, and there's gonna be a lot of trolls. You know that and East taught us very well. If you
Yeah,
guys don't
you
know
got
who Eastad is, check him out. He is an awesome gentleman. I love
mm,
his. I love everything about him. He's awesome. He's been through a lot. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't care any
yeah.
numbers. I just do my. There you go, Jay. Like Jay, I love your. When you play, even though you rage sometimes, that's awesome because you remember when I raged. And you guys remember which game that was. To
When
this
I
day, that game.
yeah,
Mm.
when I first heard the video, I was shocked. That's all I'm gonna say, Sarah.
Yeah, you guys never heard me say the F word before. It's like you're
No, it
trying,
took a while
you're like
to hear it.
it like you try your best not to say curse curse on cursing on your channel and stuff, but there's just some games that are just like, oh my god. My mic broke, so my mic so don't mic for a while. Oh, that's all good, Jay Darling. There's some streamers that don't talk, and it's like they still give awesome gaming content. That's doesn't matter. You get me? But like, yeah, like I was saying, like Andrew and I were saying, there's like some streamers that you guys need to be careful with, and there's some streamers, that are gonna be your friends, or they're just gonna be there for a little bit. And
Yeah.
there's some streamers that I just support, and I'm no longer in their channel because
Mm.
they changed. You get me? And it's like it's
That
better.
happens, yeah.
And it's like, what? I thought this person was this and this and that. And it's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Leave them alone. If they
Yeah,
want to talk to you and stuff, that's on them. If they don't want to talk to you, it's all good. Like,
that's right.
just care about the people that that are still
The way
in.
to look at it, Sarah, is
Mm,
it's their loss. It's their
exactly.
loss. They're losing out. That's the way they want to be. And a lot of the times that happens, and you do find that they end up coming back. You know, because things don't always. The grass isn't always so green on the other side. People can
Exactly.
say, "Well, I'm going to go and do this because this is going to be so much better," and
Mm,
the chances are that they're back within um, a week, 2 weeks. I've seen people turn around and say, "Well, I'm going to be doing this,"
mhm.
and 2 days later, they're back doing this thing that they said that they've had enough of. I'm like,
Exactly.
come on, are you saying that
Mhm.
just for attention, or I can't be bothered with people like that. To me, it's just it's childish, it's pathetic, but hey. Yeah, Punk G, I can understand that. There are
Yeah.
quite a few people. You sort of begin to see people in a different light once you start to
Mhm.
realise that those people that they call themselves supporters, they're not so supportive in the end. And you do
Exactly.
eventually begin to realise who your real supporters are. The people that stick by you through thick and thin. And thankfully, most of the people that I have met on YouTube, including yourself, Sarah,
Mhm.
have been around for a long time, and I hope that works
Mm.
both ways. I hope you guys feel the same about what I do,
Yeah.
even though it's your stream and you're meant to be talking.
Exactly.
Joking.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, cause like people are afraid to talk about this topic. What I'm talking about. Maybe I'm not the only one. Probably I am. I don't know if I am. Cool. If I'm
No,
not,
no,
it
I
doesn't.
don't think you
I
are.
don't
I think
know.
many people mention
It's
that.
like
Yeah.
cause this has to be addressed. Especially like you need to be careful with some streamers. You need to be careful. Some streamers that oh they're that want to be with you and stuff, and it's like how is that gonna work? And that's like a huge red flag. Like first of all, like I don't know you. I don't know your background and stuff. You know what I mean?
That doesn't mean
It's
anything to
like
these people.
exactly. It's like I don't know you. I
But
hate
it's
being
not
lied
right.
to.
It's not.
Exactly, Jay. I hate being lied to as well. There's so many
Yeah,
of them I've been lied to. Like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
not the only one, especially Andrew. There's some people that that we thought they were really cool, and all of a sudden, oh what?
Mm, mm.
What just happened there? Or some
Yeah,
of
you
them,
can see a
they
different
just
side.
hit big on their on their channel, and they
That
think they're
seems
top
who I mean. Yeah.
notch. They think
That's
they're
what
top
I mean.
notch and stuff, or like, oh, they'll be like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been? This and that,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. You don't know what's going on in their, that person, that innocent person in their life. You don't know what's going on there. There's, something
That's right.
traumatic
Yeah.
happen, or, life happens, stuff happens, and
And
it's like I
something
understand that.
Punk G's hit on a subject there, which I think is quite important. You know, Punk J, I don't
Mhm.
know if you agree with this, or and Sarah,
Mhm.
sometimes even though there might be people that stop coming to your channel, then okay, fair enough, but it doesn't hurt that person to just pop into your channel now and again for 5, 10 minutes, say hello, ask how you're doing, and that's fair enough, but at least make the effort. And you do find out there are some people that just stop making the effort altogether, they stop coming to your channel, and that's it, and it doesn't hurt to say hello for 10 minutes, show some support. You got a lot of people out there that claim they're supportive. A lot of these people are not really supportive at all. And when you're like, for example, I'm glad I've met some of the people I've met on here because I enjoy giving the support, but it's nice to get it back. And you don't necessarily
Mhm.
expect to receive, but it's nice to receive, and it's what it is, how it should be. It's how it should be. It should be both ways. Things like that go both ways, and it should be a mutual thing. I know it's not always possible, and that's the reason why I say try even 5, 10 minutes. It doesn't
Mhm.
hurt. It doesn't hurt.
And then see, I think
Precisely said. Sorry,
that's
Sarah.
true. No, like I said, I think people want to talk about it. They want to talk about it, but scared in case it harms the channel and themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, like yeah. See, like me, like I wasn't gonna talk about it, but you know what? Like something inside me was like, you know what, girl, you need to. This is, and I'm sorry if you hear a beep in the background, cause my sister is cooking. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Yay! Like that. You can't
Joys of
control
live
that.
streaming.
That too. So you
No.
guys can't control that. If you hear, you hear stuff in the background and like, yelling and stuff. Cause sometimes, I don't have a mute on my my
Same.
my headset, and so it's like, whatever you guys hear, you hear it. Need to speak out. I am happy. I'm happy you did. Oh, thank you for.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because I wasn't gonna tell
Definitely.
you, I wasn't gonna tell you for if if this is like an important topic, for us streamers, like, what's are the ins and outs of streaming, especially
Mhm.
for me as a female streamer, like you know, what to expect, and especially like how other streamers who are big and then all of a sudden they change their mind, they don't care about the person anymore, they don't care about the streamer, like like
Yeah.
collaboration, in other words, or their co-streamers, all they care about, like, oh, views, 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 and it's like, like really, like really.
I would say Forbes is a very good example,
Yes, he
actually, of
is.
someone that has done very well, and he
Mhm.
never forgets
Mhm.
other people. Yeah, I can definitely say that about you, Forbes. And
Mhm.
I like people like that, and I would like to think that if I ever did really well in it, I would be the same, and I think I would be, and I think yourself, Sarah, would be. In Punk you
Mhm.
mentioned as
Mhm.
well. I, you know, it's how hard is it to just come and say hi, how are you doing? It
Exactly.
doesn't take much. It doesn't
It
take
does
much.
not.
You know,
And every change in person is only as good as your word. Yes, true for. It's very true.
hmm
How they say, actions
yeah,
speak louder than
it's right.
words.
Yeah,
It's true. This is Turden.
displaying through
Hi,
your
Turden
chat.
Darden. I haven't seen you in a bit. How are you? Hi.
See,
It's
that's a
like,
good point. Yeah,
hmm
someone's just popped in to say hello, who you haven't seen in a while. And nobody's saying that people have to be in every single stream. You have to be
yeah,
there every single time I stream.
yeah, and
It's
like,
just nice to show the effort now and again, and I like that. Sorry, I have
that's
this cat that is biting everything.
yeah. Same here for same here. Like, it's like doesn't matter what. Like, as long you don't hurt anybody, say and don't say anything hurtful or sexual. I
Mhm.
respect that. But once you start saying stuff like that, it's like, you know what? Like, I am not gonna, I am no longer gonna be in stream if you're gonna be acting that way. Okay, I'm sorry, I've not been. No, that's understandable, Taryn. Like Andrew and I said. doesn't really matter. Like doesn't really matter.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you know, like I understand we all have a life. We all have a life here. Like
Yeah, of course.
like
Yeah.
we're not bots. Us streamers and who are my chat, who are who are my mods. I understand that you guys have a life. Like I woof. Like I wish. Like I have a life. Like I have my husband, I have my cat. I have my nephews, my mom, my dad.
Yeah.
My family. I have a huge family, by the way, because I'm Mexican. So so like like we do big stuff here. I've been on the chill zone playing and streaming Call of Duty and oh, that's nice, Jay. Hey, feisty Scott.
Yeah, I have been known to have my moments, but
Exactly.
I like to think I'm generally quite relaxed, you know.
Mhm.
But when you talked to me earlier on before we came online, and
Mhm.
you asked me if I wanted to talk about come on
Mhm.
your stream as a topic. I thought, yeah, I'd like to
Yeah.
talk about that because I feel it can affect all sorts of people, you know. I think in your case, I
Mhm.
understand where you're coming from to a degree, but not. But
Mhm.
as I said, I think the main thing for me, like a lot of people talk about, how female streamers have it so
Mhm.
easy. No, I don't think they do. I
Yeah.
don't think they do at all.
No.
I think it works both ways, it works both
Mhm.
ways.
And what I really disrespect on people
Definitely
is when they
for
say,
that.
"Oh, show nudes and stuff." If you have, you tease and stuff, you get more views. Like, no, like that's
Mm.
perverted. First of all, that's
Yeah,
unwanted. That's harassment, and it's like
harassment, yeah.
don't do that. And like, don't get me wrong. There's some ladies that are so attractive. I understand that, but don't do that, just to get views. Like, like me, I like
Mhm.
to be covered. Like, I'm not gonna show like skin. Like, okay, like in the summer, of course, I have to wear a tank top and stuff. I understand that because it's freaking hot. But
I
like,
just, I just have this image now of you in a fur coat and a balaclava in the middle of summer.
that's too hot. Oof.
Sorry, sorry. You're looking so hot there. I bet you're feeling it too.
Like, ew.
Just like that. Precisely, for us, yeah, communication, and
Mhm.
yeah, yeah,
Four, are
exactly.
you home?
Everyone's had
Oh,
discussions,
yeah.
we're still fine,
Four, are you home? You wanna be in the you wanna come in so you can also have an opinion on this? Cause I would love to hear your opinion. Like, cause I love your topics. Like, I love hearing everybody's opinion on this. Cause and especially for for females as well. Like Tardin, I know, like I know you have an opinion on this. Like, like what's your experience, with streamers, especially like female streamers, home but have obligation
Boo!
to for it's all good.
The F word.
Oh my
The
god.
F word.
For Fortnite is awesome.
I've tried, Sarah, I just can't do it. I've downloaded it about 6, 7 times, and listen, nobody can say that I have not given that game a chance because I have. I just can't do it. I just can't get into it. Hey, I respect everyone that likes to play Fortnite. I respect you all. See, respect is out. I even respect Fortnite players to a little degree. But there we go. But
Mhm.
anyway, yes.
Yeah, female streamers so much more harassment than that's true. Well,
Yeah.
but it's in between. Charting. It's like, yeah, the women's get more harassment on gaming. That's so true. I
Yeah,
understand that.
I agree
And
with
then
that.
trolls. Ooh, you should have seen earlier. We had some trolls, but I didn't care. My internet
Yeah,
has
yeah.
been down and on all for okay. I don't know why. Same true on opening not straight streamers. Yeah, that's true. Tarnin. It's like doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're straight, gay, lesbo. Doesn't really matter. When it's an unwanted. They don't
Yeah,
like you feel free.
harassment is the
It's,
end of the
yeah,
day. Yeah. Yeah.
exactly.
It's fair.
Chose make
And
nice night snack, right, Jordan?
I don't know. I think some of them would be. They'd have a lot of meat on them,
Oh.
and
Yeah, it's
they'd
like
keep you going for a few months.
like yeah, like I like to hear others people's opinions and experience on like on streamers that that you guys met and you thought like, oh, they're cool, but then something on the line happened, and it's like, or like or they're no longer with that streamer, and it's like it's totally understandable. Maybe their heads and an old in the family TV show reference.
That goes way
I
over my
got one
head.
minute left, then I have to watch my. Oh, okay, no worries, no worries, Jay darling. It's all like I said, like like we said before, we all have a life. Can we share this?
Yeah, we all have lives. We all have responsibilities, and to a degree, we could call YouTube a semi-responsibility. But it would be nice. Listen, one of the dreams for a lot of people, and including I would say some of us, if YouTube could strike it lucky for us, and that could be our responsibility. Not a responsibility, that could be our main source of income. Everyone would love that. Come on, I challenge anyone to deny that. And
Mm.
at the end of the day, I'm not going to lose sleep over it because you just. I think what worries me, if that ever happened, you would a lot of people would stop being themselves. I think somebody touched on earlier on
Mm.
about how when your channel gets bigger and bigger and bigger, that you tend not to be yourself. The interaction starts to get lost, and there are people that we know that they've done well, and they're not like that. They've kept themselves on the ground, and
Mm.
they've stayed true to who they are, and that's the sort of people I really respect. You know,
Exactly. Like
and I
in.
think somebody else mentioned that he enjoys the interaction. Everyone
Mm.
I think I know and you know possibly as well,
Yeah.
they enjoy the interaction, they enjoy the banter, and they enjoy the fact that they can play offline games. They don't necessarily need
Exactly.
to be streaming them online, but it's
Exactly.
fun doing both.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, there's some games that I do play offline because I'm enjoying it.
Mhm.
Because like I don't want to do this and then there's some puzzle. I'm gonna say it. There's some puzzle games that it takes forever, and you're like, no, I'm not streaming this. Good thing I
And
did not
let's
stream
face
it.
it, Sarah. We all rage. We all rage at some point. Listen,
Hmm.
I've raged. You've raged. Fourth raging out. Last I hear, someone told me a little bird was telling me fourth raging
Yeah. I was like, oh
but we all
gosh.
do it. That's like
Mhm.
that's part of what we do. So it's sometimes it's like it's very hard. But again, if you're gonna rage, just that's you being yourself. That's you just showing your proper emotions. You're of course people get angry, people get sad, people get
Mhm.
happy.
Mhm.
Show that thing. Show that to the audience to a degree. Nobody's saying that you need to tell everybody on the stream your in-depth personal life.
Is
That's different.
yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
when the trolls come in and
Hi,
start, like
Noemi,
you were talking about
darling.
earlier on.
Hi, Rev. Why do we need to
Hey
talk?
Naomi,
Oh, oh, Rev, because there's like
welcome.
there's I have, if you guys were not here earlier, there's some stuff that needs to be addressed as a streamer, as a female streamer. Naomi, since you're here, and Tardin, since you're here, and
I don't know
Rev,
why I'm in the
Rev,
same place.
and, Rev and Andrew, who who are streamers as well, but not females, but have seen like the ins and outs of of streaming, being like the good and the bad. Like
Mhm.
in the beginning, like I said, this has to be stopped, especially us, female streamers. That all of a sudden these so-called streamers who have no life, even though they have a spouse, they have kids, and then all of a sudden you're like their next target. You get me? Meaning like, oh, they start saying, oh, you're cute and stuff, and it's like, okay, you're
Yeah,
feeling kind of
self-esteem.
like, you're feeling kind of like, like, wait, what? And they're like, oh, I want to be more than
Yeah, yeah.
friends, and it's like, nope, that's a huge red flag. Nope. And then they start, and then after that, they start acting very perverted and stuff, and it's like, you know what?
You say
Like that
lack of
has
respect. Don't
like
say
that,
lack of
yeah.
respect.
Like that's no, yeah, like Andrew said, there's no respect right there. And it's like, you
Hmm.
know what, I hate that. Like I can't stand that. And I know there's been men's as well before, you know. There's some men and women that do that, and it's like that's just ugh. Like I had someone call me gorgeous the other night. Oh my god, Rev. But you know what I mean,
Yeah,
Rev.
it was me in the troll account, Rev. That's who it was.
Yeah. Like us, we goof around and say stuff, and it's fun. But there's some like what I'm saying, like
Indeed.
offline. I have no patience for trolls who make big, yeah, 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 Tardan. Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah,
Like, it's
exactly, exactly.
exactly,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's
It's like, okay, we were saying this earlier on, Sarah. Free speech
mhm,
is important. It's very important, but it doesn't give somebody the right to use, like what
mhm,
you were getting, harassment. You were
mhm,
talking about harassment. It does,
mhm.
freedom of speech is one thing, but using the freedom of speech to be harassment is just being a total dick. Simple as that.
Exactly.
You need to know as a human being right from wrong, and okay, freedom of speech is vital. It's important, but you've got to remember, you've got
Mm,
to act like a human being at the same time.
exactly.
You know,
Mm,
simple as that. I could, I like this sort of discussions, and I'm glad you actually brought it up and asked me along on your
yeah.
stream.
Yeah, it's like it's been like tugging me like since yesterday, and it's like it needs
Yeah,
to be talked because like I ooh, like it makes me like it's disgusting. It's like it makes me
and
mad.
Rev's
It's
made a
like
good point, Sarah.
yeah, like I haven't heard like any female streamers about that. Like even though yeah, I heard it on Twitter, but they never talk about it on stream. And it's like I understand if you're afraid. I understand, there's gonna be trolls and stuff. I understand that, but you need to
Yeah,
speak
that's
up.
normal.
Like you need to speak
Mhm.
up. Like if you don't speak up, it's like you're letting them get to you. And it's like, it's not like yeah, it's not gonna end, but the only time you can end it is when you speak up, give your
Yeah,
opinion. mm, it's
it's
one of
difficult
these
because.
it's one of these that
Um,
I hardly stream anymore. Oh, Noemi, Noemi, but you are strong, like girl. Like ooh, if you guys never seen Naomi stream,
yeah, Naomi is. Naomi's tough.
ooh, like ooh, if you get her best hit, I'll leave you guys
That's
alone.
it.
Like I'm nope.
But you know what I mean, Sarah? That's what I was going back to earlier on. Like,
Mm-mm.
we all to a degree have a thick skin. And I think a
Mhm.
lot of us here do have a thick skin and we can take it and we can laugh it off. But there sometimes does come a stage where, as I say, the streamer is a human being themselves, and
Mhm.
they can only take so much. And, you'll get trolls coming in, and that's fair enough. You can laugh it off and laugh it off and laugh it off.
Mhm.
But when it gets personal, when it gets like what you were describing earlier on,
Oh
then
yeah.
that's overstepping the line. That's overstepping the line totally. And that's where YouTube needs to become tougher. And again, I'm going back to the YouTube's thing. I won't go into that too much because I know you weren't really wanting to go into that so much.
Mhm.
But they do need to get tougher on it. And Rev, I will talk to you about that one later.
Yeah, we'll
Rev
talk.
just
We'll
sent
talk
a
about
little
that off
message.
stream. We'll talk about that off stream. It gets tedious and beyond annoying. That's true. It's tired as fuck. Yeah, tired as fuck. Yep.
Yeah, it
and
definitely
and
does.
and Tardan said yes. I work with a couple of other lady gamers who refuse to discuss. Besides, is if they mention it, the trolls flow in. Yeah, they like. Yeah, they came in. I don't
Today,
like really.
today,
Yeah,
yeah.
I really don't care, and it died down. Thank God. And it's like it's
Yeah, of
so
course.
stupid because they're cowards. They're cowards. Like they don't. That's why like like right now, I'm a like of course I'm a female, duh, and like they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear my point of view, and like I love to hear Andrew's point of view, and he's a guy. Like I want to hear his point of view. I want to hear Floor. I want to hear your guys' point of view, especially you, Naomi, and Tardin. Like what have you experienced? You get me? Like Naomi, I know you're a streamer, and I know you've been through a lot. All of us have, especially me, especially like outside of YouTube, I've been through a lot. And you cheating
Mm.
for Oh, here
I
we
maybe
go.
am. I just don't know it yet. That's how oblivious I am to things. I just somebody has to tell me, and then I'm like, oh, really? Was that? I didn't know that. Okay, fair enough. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, Rev Darling, thank you for dropping
See
by,
you later,
though.
love.
See you later. Oh my god. Rev is awesome. If you guys don't know
Yeah, he
Rev,
is. He is.
go watch his channel. He's funny. He's like he goes all out there.
Hmm. Nothing is
And
off limits.
exactly.
Wow.
Poor four. Oh my god. And I was stuck for over a year, and he found where I lived through my Oh my god, that's like one of those things too. That's what I'm talking about. Must leave you with this dot 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 dot.
See, Naomi,
I,
Naomi.
I knew you were gonna say that,
Oh
Rev.
God, here we go. That's what he sends me all the time. I'm
No.
not joking. I'm not joking.
I know.
I'm playing a
Like,
game. I get that. But on a
oh,
serious side,
yeah,
what Naomi was saying,
yeah, with that.
that to me is very scary, and that's where YouTube need to do something about it. Having that someone do that to you that is a nut job case. That's where somebody needs to be, you know,
Mhm.
put into
Like that
some
one need
serious jail.
like. Ooh, like I hope you got a restraining order with that person, Naomi. It's like, it is scary.
Hmm.
People are scary. Yeah, it was hell yeah, scary as hell. It's like that is unwanted. Like, ooh. And like good thing like I Fortnite live event starts in a few minutes.
Oh yeah, I heard that they're on
Ooh,
too. Yeah.
I will. And
Good stuff,
I
Naomi.
got a
Glad to hear
baseball
it.
bat with his name on it. Awesome, Naomi. Monster versus bots. Oh. For in the days before internet, the KK came to the front door
Always.
in Canada. That was some. Oh, what? Wow, Tartan. Damn it, why is this
Sorry, I'm not
the
laughing at you
wieners being
21. I'm laughing
shared?
at both.
Yeah, I know. I see it.
I'll send you some pictures later on for us.
Oh my god. Here we go.
Hey, we're meant to not be stalking people in this chat. Come on, we're meant to
Equality.
be unstalking people.
Equality. He's like, hashtag equality.
Definitely. Completely
But
agree.
like, yeah, but you know what I mean? Like that, like us female streamers, like that, like what Naomi just said, that is scary. Prepare a new
Yeah,
photo
that's
album right now.
yeah.
Like,
Thankfully, hopefully
mm,
not many people, but hopefully nobody should be going through that. And the problem is as well, without getting too far into it,
mm,
the laws and when it comes to not necessarily YouTube, but the laws in general are just they're not strong enough to deal with people like that.
mm,
Stalkers. I know nowadays there are a lot more stalking laws, but
mm,
I still don't think they're strong enough. I still don't think they are severe enough to deter people. There are a lot of people out there though that no matter how strong the law can be, these people are always going to be fixated. I don't mean to fear anyone or scare anyone with that phrase,
mm.
but they will always be fixated, and unfortunately people like that, they are the only thing you can do with them is like the baseball bat with their name in it, as Naomi was saying,
Mhm.
or just I don't know. I don't know what else to do because if I was to say it, it would maybe come across too strong, so I don't want to say it just yet.
No, I know. Don't worry about
Yeah,
that. It's like I said, Andrew. Like I just want to hear people's opinion, especially like
yeah,
females
definitely.
for females' perspective, like what they experience. Like Naomi, like oh wow, girl, like ooh, like I think thank God for my husband for teaching me how to self defend myself and everything. Like
Hmm.
ooh, my husband used to be a third degree black belt, so I know how to do the
Oh.
choke hold and everything like that. Like don't, like nope. Or if if there's something you need a sharp weapon or something like that. Always carry something
Yeah.
in in your car, in your purse, whatever, because you may never know.
Mm-hmm.
Like you may never know. I'm afraid
Yeah, it's important.
to swing the bat at his head. I went through hell because of that shit. Oh, Naomi, I
Yeah, it's a horrible
understand
thing
that.
you've also went through. Sorry to
Yeah,
hear that, Naomi. Hopefully things are okay now.
yeah, dude,
Yeah, nobody should be subjected to that sort of
exactly.
stuff.
Nobody.
Whether you're a gamer, whether you're a streamer, whether you're
Mhm.
anything in life, it shouldn't happen. And okay, in an ideal world, would be
Mhm.
nice, but unfortunately there are some wackos out there,
Oh
that
yeah.
happens, especially online, as we have witnessed. Uh, but what we
Mm.
were saying earlier on, guys, just in case anyone hasn't heard this, what we were saying, a lot of people who are behind a computer screen, for them, it's easier for them to be as brave and as daring as they can,
Mhm.
in the lengths of things that they'll go to say and do. Like Sarah was saying earlier, you don't mind me saying this, Sarah.
Yeah, don't worry.
People were asking you, they were telling you stuff like, "Oh, you're very nice, you're very attractive, you're
Mhm.
are you married and all that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
That's none
Mhm.
of their business. That's up to you to
Ex-
discuss that with them.
Exactly.
That's infringement on your privacy as well, and that's not being respectful to you or anyone. In a way, they're
Exactly.
all, almost being disrespectful towards themselves because they've obviously got such a low opinion of themselves. They've got to act like that as well.
Mhm.
So it works both ways. Not that I'm giving them sympathy, but because they don't deserve it, in my opinion. But I suppose you've got to always look at maybe things from their side to a degree. You got, I believe in second chances. I do believe in second chances.
Yeah.
But when that person is the third chance, the fourth chance, fifth chance,
Yeah.
sometimes you've got to just draw the line and say, okay, enough's enough. You can't have a part of this
Hi,
anymore.
Buzz Darling.
Hey, boss, how you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah, cause
Yeah, sorry, Naomi.
yeah, Naomi. Ooh. I can't like that. Like that, Naomi. I'm gonna say this right now. I am afraid to meet new people. Like especially if they know you. I'm one of those
Mm-hmm.
type of people like okay, where do you know me from? You get me? And it's like I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
you and it's like do I know you? Like I don't know who you are. And like I'm
Mm-hmm.
very very picky on people like that because you don't know if they're gonna harm you or they're gonna do something to you and it's
Yeah.
like like my parents always taught me and my husband always taught me be cautious of your surrounding
Mm-hmm.
because you may never know and it's like
Always make sure
mhm
when you're younger, when your
mm,
parents tell you
mhm
stuff like,
mhm
never go away with strangers,
yeah
never talk to
yeah
strangers, stuff like that. It even applies. It does honestly apply to some cases online, even if you're an adult, even if you are meeting somebody for the first time. You've always got, like you said, be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you have some sort of background knowledge on that person.
mhm
Um, and for example, you're never going to go out there and meet somebody that's been a troll to you. But these people can be so sophisticated in how they act. You could meet somebody online on YouTube who's really nice, who's got an internet channel of seventy
mhm
thousand subs. Yeah, they could be
yeah
Ted Bundy in disguise. So
mhm
I don't mean to
yeah
say
no no
anyone,
no
but
no it's true you no
but that's
yeah
how these people can work. These people can be huge successful at things like they do online, gaming and stuff like that. Yeah, but they could
mhm
be, you just don't know that person until you've met them one to one, to a degree, gotten to know them a lot better. But I think judgment's important too. You can't tar everybody with the same brush. But in your case, Sarah, you were saying that you've had direct bad experience
mhm
from that person. Naomi also.
mhm
And I think we all have had bad experiences
oh
with
yeah
trolls, with weirdos to an extent.
mhm
So we use our own judgment in a lot of cases too. Yeah, definitely, Naomi. Yes,
yeah
yes.
Naomi she's like yeah I
You
get
might know
you
they
dumbass
control
people
you.
make it yeah
Tartan snowflake, correct as well. Yeah.
and yeah, Tartan same as well. You might not
Hmm.
know they've been trolling you though, or if they've been stalking. Yes, that's true, Tartan. And it's like that's where we're all afraid of that. Don't get me wrong, I am afraid of that as well. But but if you come near me, be warned. Be warned. Like I am not by myself. Like that's how to say. Like be warned. I am not by myself. I have people always with me. at people, and I could dial from a phone. Especially, I could defend myself. It's like careful who you mess with. Like, doesn't matter, if you're short, tall. Be careful who you mess with, because you do not know. And especially, you think they have, us streamers. You think we have no life and stuff. Like, oh, fuck off. I was about to say, fuck off. We have a life.
Highlight.
Like, we have a life. Like, we don't stream every day. Like, there's some streamers that I stream for like 6 to 8 hours or 12 hours. Híjole. Like that. Okay, that's on you, but on me, I'm just gonna stick to an hour or 2 hours. That's it. I never travel alone. To define me and my king, my yeah, Tardin. That's right. Never go by yourself. Wait, that's three things. Never mind.
And like you can be as internet savvy, you can be as people savvy as you like. It's there's always going to be people out there that are not quite as they seem, you know. You've got
How they
to
say
just,
how they say looks can be deceiving.
that's very true. And
How they say
even
it.
when I talk about looks as well, when you talk about looks, sorry, that it
Mm-hmm.
goes back to what I was saying about, as I say, this person could have a channel of 70,000 subs, and people might think, oh my god, this guy's so successful, he'll be fine, I can go and meet him, no problem. You come back with like 10 body parts missing, and it's like, okay, I was wrong.
Oh, no problem, Siggy. Like, like, you can watch this, and I don't mind. Say hi to Gary for me.
Yeah, I think Gary's been doing a bit of the new Fortnite event
Yeah.
that's come out today.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like, yeah, I'll watch that in a bit, but like, like here, like, I really want to do more of this talk type of topic. I do, as especially I'm a female, but I like to hear everybody's perspective or opinions, because we're all different here, and like like I'm not gonna judge you, like like how they say judge me kindly, that we all have different opinion. People in general are cunts, and being a female
Hmm.
streamer, you attract a lot of them. It's taking a lot for me to want to stream again, if not
One of
for
my
one
best
of the best
friends,
friends, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's true. Major online streamers have been caught, and I mean, by the illegal stream going after children. Oh yeah, yeah, I heard about that, Tardin. It's like, ooh.
people like that don't deserve to live. Sorry, that's how I feel.
It's the end game. It starts in 9 minutes. Oh my god. That's why I try my best to help streamers. Yeah, Tardin. Like, thank you, Andrew,
Do you think
Hunter, all you guys. Thank
no
you.
problem. Hey, it's good to be. I'm glad. Thank you for inviting me on to this, and
Yeah. Well,
'cause
no,
it's good to
no, I'm
get.
not. Like, I'm not ending it yet. Andrew,
Oh,
sorry.
right, so
Like, I'm no, I'm just
that's
saying.
okay.
I'm saying thank you
She's
in
kicking me
general.
off, guys.
Oh my god. No, like, I'm just saying, thank you for, for
Agreed, Naomi.
giving us
Yeah.
a chance, giving me a chance, especially, for us, for, you know, me as a female streamer is like, I never thought, being a streamer, I never thought, was gonna get, trolls and stuff,
Hmm.
and, get hated on. And it's like, I'm
Hmm.
not the only one. And it's like, it's
No.
awesome. It's awesome to see like other streamers, that are supporting you, and like, they have potential on your channel, not only on your channel, but as as a person. You get me?
Hmm.
Like, that's what I love. Like, everybody
You
has,
brought up a good point. Again, Sarah, sorry to interrupt you there.
no, go ahead.
When you talk about the support, I think sometimes it's quite easy to sort of forget that,
Mhm.
it's a cheesy sort of expression, like we're all out here to support each other. And I sometimes think, okay, I know it's not possible for everyone to be in everyone's stream all the time.
Mhm,
That's not going to
exactly.
happen. But it's still nice. You've got to remember it's nice to have the support going for each other, because most of us here are small streamers, And anyone that missed what I was saying earlier on, there are people out there that have got 70k, 80k subs, and they can be the most obnoxious SOBs you'll ever meet in your life. And yet you get the smaller streamers who are humble and pretty decent, and we've got a pretty nice community going on, I would say. And I it's the interaction. I would hate, like, people were talking about people that have gotten done very well for themselves on YouTube and other platforms, and they still keep the interaction. And people like that, I really have a lot of respect for. You know, but people that have got big egos and big heads, I don't want to know. I don't want to even know people like that.
Exactly. Like you don't want any of
Definitely
their,
no.
how they say, their drama, their the, ooh, or there's some that they come at you and they will never shut the fuck up. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, Sarah.
I'm sorry.
Do you know who I is?
Do you know who I is? Exactly.
I have 80k subs. I just don't show my subs, okay? Just leave me alone right
Exactly.
now.
Like, oh my god. It's like people need to like stop being.
I hope you feel privileged to be talking to me right now.
Exactly.
With
Like,
my
oh my
80k
god.
subs. So you're right, Naomi. Yes, you should.
Yeah, they should, Naomi. It's like dudes. Like we all have, like, I have flaws, Andrew has flaws, we all have flaws, we have our ups, we have our downs.
What?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, we all do. That's true. I sometimes like a joke and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Like, I'm gonna say this right now. Like, Andrew, you are awesome. You're an awesome streamer. You love, you interact with people. You love, I love the laughter that you bring in your channel, even though even though you mess up on the game and you rage a little bit. Who hasn't?
yeah,
Naomi, you are
exactly. We all do.
awesome. Naomi, you are awesome. You are a sweetheart. I love calling you my sister from another mother. You are awesome. I know you've been through a lot. You and I have been through a lot. Especially, I know my girl Haley's not in here, but she is awesome as well. Tardin, she's always busy, but I love her grandmother, love in the channel. She loves, she respects everybody
Yeah.
here. She makes everybody feel like family. I love that. Jay, I love you, Jay. You've been through, you've been through a lot. I know you are young. You're still learning. You rage. I love that.
We all rage. We all rage.
JV,
Hey,
and
JV,
look,
to you,
and
Oliver.
JV's here. Mm. Flaws are part of the.
I'm joined.
Yeah, that's true.
Sarah, I
And
nearly did something really bad there. I nearly turned around and said, I'm joined by Sarah. It's the other way around. I'm hijacking Sarah's stream here. I shouldn't be. I'm joking.
it's okay. It doesn't really matter. And JV, I love JV. If you guys don't know already, JV is doing a petition for Friday 13. If I were you, look at the petition. If you want to sign up on the petition, go ahead, because I'm a Friday 13 fan. So is Andrew Scott. All our horror fans, all our horror
I've
fans, all
been
our horror
converted. I've been
streamers
converted.
are awesome. Hi Oreo, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Oreo.
Um, like,
My cat's trying to kill me.
bring her in.
I'm not joking. No,
Leave
I
her
cannot.
in. It doesn't really matter. I like hearing the meows in the background. It's awesome for me.
She's doing it in silence, though. That's the scary part.
Aww, because she's afraid.
No, she's not afraid. She's brave.
Thanks for the shout. Yeah, that's all good, JV. Like JV, I love JV. He has some awesome laugh. He brings horror content. If you guys love horror in general, check out his channel. Like, he has some awesome topics.
Sarah, what I'll do, I'll try and find the link to the petition. I think JV, if you've got it, I mean,
if you have it,
yeah.
JV, put it in my chat so they so they can go in. I signed in the other week. Awesome, Stiggy. Yeah, Stiggy is an awesome supporter, guys. He goes to Warwick streams, Andrew, everybody's. Like, he is awesome. He's an awesome person, by the way. Naomi as well. She's an awesome person. Tardin, she is awesome. Punk J, he is awesome as well. Cubby, Gordy, those two are. and Birdie are like my brothers. They're awesome. They're very, they respect me. They respect, everyone here. Like they're
Mhm.
awesome. Like, there's some other streamers that I know and they're awesome. And it's like like me, I am like I don't never do this, guys. Like I never talk about anything, a topic like this, especially like us streamers that that we struggle with, that get harassed, as a
I must
woman person.
admit,
So
Sarah, when you... Sorry to interrupt again.
no,
You'll
it's
be getting fed
okay.
up with it.
No,
Sarah,
I'm not fed up with
when
it.
you first mentioned this and asked
Mm.
me if I wanted to come on to this, I was a little bit unsure because
Mhm.
I'm not usually good at talking about things like this. But
Mhm.
when you talked about the experience that you had, I felt it was nice to maybe have a little bit of a balance on it from other people because I know, because what we were saying before, like a lot of females do get a lot of unwanted attention from people, and they,
Mhm.
like you were describing some fairly extreme examples. Naomi was describing a few others as well. But I think again, all we're saying, guys, it comes down to respect of the streamer. Also, this comes down to the respect of the viewers as well, especially the viewers that are being nice, the viewers that are being respectful, because respect works two ways, guys. You know, we know this. I'm sure most of you guys on the channel know this as well. And Sarah, you've done
Mm.
a great job in highlighting
Mm.
something that should be highlighted
Mhm.
very more so than it already is. I think Naomi, you've had some awful
Yeah.
experiences, and I'm sure there's a lot more out there that have
There's
had
more.
bad experiences like that.
Especially
Oh yeah,
JV, he got bullied by one of the like really because he's doing the petition. Not
yeah, I
not
saw
for
that.
not only for him but for us who are horror fans. Like
I hated that. You know
ooh,
what? You know what I hated saying about that?
mm mm
It goes
mm
back to the point I made about these people with 60,000 subs, right? And
mhm
yet yet they act like some sort of, but they act more childish than somebody with 10 subs, you know? They resort to name calling, they resort to abuse, they resort to threats. People like
mhm
that,
mhm
I would never look twice at people like that. I wouldn't want to know people like that. I wouldn't want to associate people like that. I like people that have got their feet on the ground, you
mhm
know, and are still respectful towards their friends, their viewers, and they're also their fellow streamers as well, because it creates friendship and it
mhm
creates respect as well. You know, having
mhm.
those two things are really important to me as
Yeah,
well. Yeah, very much.
especially it's like I have your back. On if you have my back, I have your back. But for like
Essential.
me,
Yeah.
like mm, I'm gonna have to change that. It's more like, if you respect me, I respect you. If you cross the line, then you know what? I'm ending it. Like nope. Like mm-mm.
The chainsaw comes out.
Exactly. Or the machete.
Right. Dead by daylight in real life. It's coming your way.
Exactly. And like JV, he's being attacked because of his, you know, on what he's doing on the
Hmm.
petition. And it's like it's so like just stop. Everybody has their own opinion, and like I love what he's doing. The new video I put is out. Oh, nice JV, awesome. Like guys, if you guys haven't checked his channel, check JV. Cause he works very very hard on the videos, and not only that, he works a lot, and so I understand. We understand where he's coming from, and it's rare that you're here, JV, and it's like it's awesome that you're here, and and just check out his channel, check all my mods channel, whoever has their channel, my blue, who have the hammers, or the wrench actually. I thought the hammer is a wrench. Check out their channels. They're awesome. They're awesome creators. They're awesome streamers. They're awesome people. You want to talk with. But yeah, I've been working 70 hours a week. It sucks. But yes, I know, JV. Love you too. It's like, oh my gosh. Like he like right here, guys, right here. He like I said earlier, like we said earlier, he has a life. We all have a life. Truth, I don't watch horror
Yeah.
movies. Never seen any Friday 13. I'm scared of retarded. No,
Do you
there's
not think, Sarah,
mm, mm,
this is something I've often talked to people about.
mm, mm,
We were talking a minute ago about how there are people out there that will stream every day. They will fire out content after content after content. But
Yeah.
sometimes you can have too much of it. Now, I've always been a big believer is less is more. Now,
Yeah.
some not people might live stream once or twice a week, and sometimes that to me makes that live stream more special. Now, I'm not saying that for everybody. I'm saying that for certain people. Because say if you haven't seen somebody for about a week, it makes
Yeah.
it more exciting. That's just my personal experience. I know it's different for everybody else. I'm just
Yeah.
thinking to myself, for me, less is more sometimes, because it makes it more impactful when you actually see that. You know, you're like, oh yes, he hasn't streamed or she hasn't streamed for a long time, so I'm gonna check that out right now. But it's different for everybody else. I'm just talking my own view on it. But yeah, we're covering quite a lot of subjects here, which is quite cool as well, because I like the sort of talks that we can have. When you start off with a subject that we're talking about harassment and respect for each other and stuff like that, and it's nice when you get a lot of other subjects coming into the discussion as well, because it opens up things.
No,
Yeah, it's totally starting.
yeah, I'm laughing about charting what you said. Like, yeah, no, I understand that. Check out, yeah, Leatherface fan. Ooh.
I feel like nowadays I'm only
Nice,
uploading
JB.
like 3 times a year. I don't do it so much as I used to, but I'm quite happy that way just now. You know, I'm quite happy with that. I like to watch you guys, and I like to join in with you guys as well.
Oh yeah.
It's fun.
Especially
It's a lot of
Dead by Daylight or Friday 13 is awesome. We all play together.
fun. I kill everybody. Nobody beats me at all. I never lose any matches on Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th. Nobody beats me. Not one person has ever beat me at that game, either of those games. So,
is that right, Andrew?
What a lie! What a liar I am!
Oh my god. It's like we love playing, we love goofing around, especially going
You're
character.
to kill me, guys. I'm being harassed. There's no respect for me in Dead by Daylight, guys. That's what it is. She talks about respect? Yeah, right. I'm only kidding.
Exactly, JV. And I love. Okay, if you guys never seen the best of, you need to watch it. There's a part with JV, and it's like, really, JV? When the first time I met him, it's funny. It's so funny, and especially Andrew when it comes to like playing Dead by Daylight. You don't expect the killer. And no, not only that. There is a video coming up. I know I've been saying this, guys, but let's just say this is. I'm just doing a lot of editing on the side, especially like putting stuff like the words and stuff because it's a lot of work. That's why it's been taking me forever just to do, and
Well, you
upload a
remember the
video.
first time you ever played a game with me, and the first time you ever met me last year. What did I do? I rage quit for the first time.
Yeah,
in a
you
long
did.
time.
You rage quit on Friday 13. That's when I met you and Warwick when I went to go see you guys in DJ Hulk. I haven't seen him in a long time. I haven't seen him.
Because
I
his
don't
kids
know.
killed me.
Oh, his kids.
His kids killed me as Jason. And I don't get embarrassed easily, but
Yeah, I know. I was like, who is that
to be
person?
cool about it. I've got to go. My dinner's ready. Bye.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like I didn't know who he was. I didn't know
hate
who.
you all.
Yeah. All I know was DJ is doing well. He's working hard. And, oh, nice. That's awesome. In college. Oh,
I've seen him for a long
nice.
time.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
to
yeah,
hear.
that's awesome. I love that. It's like, you know what I mean? Especially like when, like who hasn't rage quit? Like I have rage quit.
Everyone says quit. We've
Like,
all done it. We've all-
we all done it. Like, it's you can't even tell Birdie. There's like so many times I want to rage quit. Like, can I DC?
At least he's polite about it. He's asked first, you know.
Uh-huh.
Most people just cut off there and then. That's it. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Might
Like-
speak to you in a few months.
Or whenever, like, I don't, if you guys don't know, I don't like Michael. Michael is scary. Michael Myers is just beyond scary. Any silent killer is just beyond scary. I'm just saying it. It's like, yeesh. Like, no. Back in
think
my
he
day, we
was the
rage quit
creepiest,
by unplugging the cartridge. Oh, yeah, I remember that, Tartan.
Oh no.
Isn't it awesome that now we have like a saving point now? It's funny. I know you love Myers, Naomi, but he
Yeah,
scares me.
kids
He's
nowadays will never know the pain of
I
having
was
to get to the end of a game and then die and losing all your life and having to go through the
yeah.
entire game. You couldn't save your game back in those days. You
Oh
couldn't
yeah.
save your game.
Oh,
So
Michael
when you died
Myers.
at
Oh
the end
my
of a
god.
game, what was it?
I remember. Oh my god, I remember those days when it came to like the
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
I remember I had a Game Boy. I remember playing Tetris, and you're almost the end of the level, and all of a sudden your battery dies. No, and you gotta start all over again. And I had the clear, mind you, I had the clear Game Boy. I remember that. It was funny, and then because my mom, that even though we have, we play with our cousins and stuff. And oh yeah, and that too. My cousins, we used to go to their one house. If anybody has like a Nintendo 64, we go to their house and spend time with them. And then all of a sudden, if something happens, they're like, "No, it's my turn. No, it's no. Who asked you? This
Oh,
and that, blah
you
blah."
know,
And then my aunts or my mom, comes in. Didn't I tell you to play along, guys? Like, oh my god. Like, yes.
the only time I got a real life beating was from my older brother. Was when I beat him at Street Fighter 2. You were scared to
Mm.
beat my brother because if you beat him, he would literally hit you in real life. He would kick the hell out of you. So I would let him win because I thought if I beat him, he's gonna kill me. So, so that's how it went.
Oh
Naomi
no.
saying he stumped on
Yeah.
her Game Boy.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Naomi. And here's the thing. I started liking the PlayStation more because my nephew, kid you not, my nephew taught me how to play. Like my actual first game on PlayStation was Frogger. Frogger and oh my
Oh
god.
wow, we're going back. No, we're going back.
Frogger and Spyro. If you guys remember Spyro, oh my god.
Oh,
The
Spyro.
the
Yeah.
intensity of that game, especially running around like, oh my god, I want to puke. I'm terrible on the
I've never heard
6
that reaction
controller
before. That's
for
unusual.
PS4 in 8 months. Oh, you'll get better on it, Naomi.
Oh wow,
Like
Naomi, I thought I was bad.
Like just that PlayStation been been changing that I know of. I never never occurred to play that because my first one was Nintendo. You get me? And all you have was like 4 buttons, I guess.
Yep.
5 buttons? Was
Yep.
it 5? Yeah,
Well,
all
I
this.
remember the one before that when you only had 2 buttons.
Oh wow! See? Yeah, I just get a little angry.
Yeah, Naomi, what you need is a bouncy controller. So if you throw it, it just bounces right back into your.
Yeah. Like I remember those. It's like, eesh, those. Oh my god, the games we had before were rage. There's something you have fun. There's something like, oh my god, why am I playing this?
Why am I putting myself through this misery? Yeah.
And then from there, my nephew, we had a PlayStation 2. We had two PlayStation, one for me and one for my nephew. And it was funny how instead of they play on their console, they always play on mine's.
Oh,
And
right,
they were,
okay.
and it was funny because we're like, he's like tia. If you don't know what tia means aunt in Spanish. He's like, let's
Yes,
play,
yeah.
let's play Afro Furry 2. Afro Furry is the ATVs, and so it's funny because you do the holy man, you do the jump stunt and stuff, and it's funny because cause we had two controllers. One was a good controller, one was a bad controller.
Ah, and you got the bad one.
And I thought I had the bad controller. And all of a sudden, like, okay, why? What's wrong with this controller? And my nephew's, he just starts laughing. I'm like, oh my god, you little shit. But
Oh,
it's
Sarah, it
funny.
sounds like. Sarah, you're getting some promotion there, by the way. In JV.
Promo video from my channel is funny with you dying in the beginning of the oh yeah.
Why can't I be promoted like that? I don't mind people seeing me get killed. Show my head
I
getting cut off or
died.
something. Come on.
Oh my god, JV, it's so funny how I die a lot, and especially you guys are like my tenacity, because if you guys don't know, tenacity is what I use on all my survivors. Well, some of them, like my
I
Nia,
would
my
never have believed that if you hadn't told me that.
my Nia, my all of them. I use I always say tenacity. I'm like I got this. I'm gonna be sneaking around. I'm on the floor because there's some killers that are that are trolls or that are campers and you're
Yeah.
like whenever you're trying to crawl away. I'm like tenacity. Or in the end they're like sometimes we play with our friends and like any words you need to say, any last words. I'm like yeah, tenacity.
See, when you first said that, I thought it was just a phrase that you used in general. I didn't think it was a proper thing in Dead by Daylight. And I used to say to myself, why does she keep saying that every time? I thought, is it just a phrase she uses in real life or something?
Yeah,
And then I found out it's in the game. Yeah.
yeah, it's a catchphrase that it's a catchphrase that I do
Yeah,
just for
that's what I thought it
fun.
was.
Yeah, that I do for fun, and it's funny because you guys are like, what? Like, why is she saying tenacity? And it's because there
Yeah.
is a perk that's called tenacity for your survivor, and it's
So
funny
I'm
because I'm
thinking of
like,
you, if you're going out for a jog one day and all you're shouting is tenacity, tenacity, tenacity,
tenacity.
tenacity. And like there's people looking at you and thinking, what the hell is she saying?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, now I know what it is. Now I know.
Mhm. I say it all the time. It's like I say it all the time. Even if I'm not in the in Dead by Daylight, they're like, "You're not even in." They're like, "That's not even in the game." Like I know, but I still say it.
That's what happens, yeah.
So whenever I'm on the ground or on hook or you know or I would say, "Do you know who I is? Do you know who I is from my friend Van Wolf. He's always busy as well. So every time he's like oh he acts like a female character because he goes full on character. He's like oh, do you know who I is? Like he uses Claudette or Fei Min. He's because Fei Min has blonde hair and how and he's like do you know who I is? Telling the killer and like nope he doesn't know. like he's like unhand me.
Now I know where you get your phrases from. That's
Yeah.
what
And it's like, cause I missed them. That's why I use their catchphrase. And then ho. Okay. The reason ho, alright?
Okay, I'm listening.
um, my teammate Dre, like, I play with her. Like, right now, we haven't been playing a lot, but I'm gonna be, I'm gonna just say hi to her.
Hmm.
She's like, Bunny. And I'm like, what? These hoes ain't loyal. I'm like, what? Like, who? Like, like Birdie, Johnny, and them. They need to know what they told. They need to know. They need to know who's boss in this game or like But
Yeah.
but it's funny though how she doesn't like no, like what you was a hoe. Like, only to the guys. That's why like what you a hoe. Like you're my main hoe or you're like for me. Like
And this is why we
Birdie.
have so much fun playing this game.
Like Birdie is my expensive, one of a kind hoe. Cubby is my side hoe. My
Don't tell
main.
me what I am. Yes, I'll have to disconnect.
No, but the people that I play with, and it's funny
Yeah.
because I'm like, you know what? You was a hoe. Like I'm like out of nowhere, and that's because I miss Dre. And it's funny, and yeah, like trust me, I could tell you all kinds of stories on my teammates, especially my co-streamers. They're all funny. Like if you have no laughter in your life, I don't know what's wrong with you, but
Oh,
the
tell you.
people the people that I
Especially,
have met.
yeah, yeah. I've yet to meet anyone, and the people that I've met or you've met or we've met
Mhm.
that don't have a sense of humor. And a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
people's senses of humor are different. But when you get to know people, you start to understand their sense of humor a little bit, if that makes
Mhm.
sense. And
Mhm.
then you're like, you find it funny as well because you understand it a bit more. And when it all comes together and everyone's having a really good time playing a game,
Mhm.
whether it be Friday, whether it be Dead by Daylight, anything like that, it can be one of the biggest laughs you can have ever.
Exactly.
You know, it
Or
really can be good.
or you said something that was miss, kind of like, wait, what? Like you,
Oh
you already know,
yeah,
you already know
yeah.
what you're talking about. I'm not gonna say it. You already know which one.
JD, I could not agree with you more, my friend. I had a look at
OMG.
it and I was like, yeah, this guy is like, bleh. This goes back to what we were talking about, the people with the so-called tons of
Mm,
subs, and yet they turn out to be total,
yeah.
idiots, They're not fun, they're not people I would like to associate with, or they're too in your face, or too, hey, look at me, man, I'm crazy, I'm doing this, that sort of stuff. I'm not
Hmm.
into that. Excuse the funny voice there, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. Like especially, okay, like we're talking about games, especially like really horrible games. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's only
You've got
two.
to enjoy it.
There's
What
only
to?
two that I
I know what one of
played
them is.
that is so horrible. One
Is
is
it
Sun.
SOS?
Yes.
No,
The
son, that's it,
Sun.
son,
The
SOS.
SOS. SOS, no. It's South of Nowhere. I do not recommend anybody buying that game. I bought it for $20. $20. A useless game that has
I've just
no.
heard a message.
That
It's telling me
has.
that SOS is now the top selling game of the year. So Sarah, I think we need to try it again.
It's
Nah,
like
I know it didn't look very good, I must admit. I was quite, yeah, I agree with you on that one. It wasn't the most fun looking game.
it
And
was. There
what's the
was.
other game that you were about to
Yeah, there
say?
was no
Sorry.
there was no dialogue in that game, and you're trying to get out and everything, and all of a sudden, what? What just happened here? Like, you saw when I got killed like 3, 4 times by that one woman. It's like, wait, why am I stuck? And it's like, what is going on here? And it's like, why am I getting killed? It's like, it was so weird. It was so
Mhm.
bad. There was no dialogue, and I guess you're, let's call the seven sins or the original sin, and it's like,
Yeah.
you're looking for your son and all, and it's like, okay, what is this about? Okay, I don't know anything about that. Okay, so you cheat on
Mm.
your wife. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the
It's a good
school,
start to the
and
game.
then and then on the end, I'm sorry, but spoilers, you get to see the tunnel
Okay,
of
it's fine, I
light
won't buy it.
of a mountain top of snow. Like, okay. I'm like, this good. I'm like, you know what, guys? I do not recommend this game. There's no dialogue in this game. It sucks. I don't recommend it. Even for $20. Do not recommend it. And I'm like, now I know why people are not playing that game. Okay, Tartan darling, I hope you have a great day.
Yeah, see you later, starting Snowflake. And Stiggy's saying that rumours of The Last of Us 2 might come out next year. Now, I'm one of these few people that have never played The Last of Us. Have you played it, Sarah?
Oh, The Last of Us 2? No.
Oh no, the first one.
Oh, the first
I've
one?
never
No.
played it. So.
I've seen it, but I'm gonna say this right now, Andrew. I'm not, like, I won't play the game. I like to see others play it because it's not my cup of tea. Like, it's
See, I
not.
thought you would have liked it because of the
Mm,
zombies and all that stuff.
yeah,
And
no, no. Don't get me wrong. Like, I have World War Z. I love that game. I am.
yeah,
I'm gonna bring it back. And, like, I love that game. But yeah, like, yeah, I do love zombies because my husband
yes.
loves. Because if you guys don't know, I call my husband zombie for for short.
Zombies.
Because because he likes zombie. He likes zombie movies. He likes anything that has to do
Yeah,
with
so do I.
zombies, and that's why I call him Zombie.
All right.
Yeah, like, that's his nickname.
Yeah, WWZ does
Yeah,
look a
it
lot of
is
fun.
awesome. It is. It is creepy.
And a lot of
Yes, I do
people.
give you that. Like, yeah, I do
Yeah, do you
give you
get
that.
proper jump scares? Like proper
Uh-oh.
games nowadays. Like I remember when the first Resident Evil games came out, and you got genuine jump scares from those. I don't care what anyone says. There was the
Oh
early
yeah.
games where you were in pure silence, and the next thing you knew,
Mhm.
you were jumping out. The controller was flying out your hand, and you'd spilt about 10 cups of coffee during about 3 hours of playthrough.
Oh yeah, you remember which game that is, and I'm like, I'm sorry, Andrew, I owe you a coffee, and I still do.
Oh
Like I
yes,
feel so bad.
I will hold you to that forever.
I know. Like I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry for
That's
dropping
okay.
your coffee. And it's like you don't even know what's gonna pop out in front of you. It's like that's what I love about horror games. You don't know what's gonna pop out in front of you. But that's a good horror game, not a bad one. Okay, my other second rant or my awful game. If you guys haven't seen it, I do. You guys, I recommend you to watch my honest and my rant review on Don't Even Think. That game is horrible. The
Don't even
graphics.
think about buying it, guys.
Uh,
That's what she means.
don't even think about downloading it. Even though it's
Yes,
free,
yes.
don't
Oh,
like
is it?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, like don't. It's not worth your time. It's not worth it. And if you're gonna buy their skins, don't. It's just so basic. It's like, really? Like, okay, the games
Hence
are
the free
free.
pack, my lord.
The game's free, but the skins are not.
Um,
No.
yeah. Alright, okay. Yeah.
That game is boob. Yep, it is, Naomi. Like that game is just so
That's a
awful.
very restrained way of putting it, Naomi.
And
I
it's
like
like,
it.
and like Mr. Crow saw my, and I thank God he saw my opinion. Like you guys want to play it. That's go out, go right ahead. Play the game. But oh my God, but streaming it and it takes forever. I'm not kidding, forever
I know.
to be a werewolf. Like, oh my God, like no, no. It took me about 9 minutes, 9 minutes just to get in the match, and it's like, oh my God, this just.
Oh, I think I did see you playing that one, yeah.
Like it was so bad, Andrew. And then the graphics were like okay, and it doesn't even tell you where to go. And if you guys don't
Right.
remember, I'm gonna spoil it. But
Oh, it's not gonna
in
spoil it,
order
really.
to kill in order to kill the survivors, oh my God. Like, where's the helicopter? I couldn't even see where the helicopter was at. And I'm like, was there a glitch in the game? Because all of a sudden it says failed. Like, wait, what? Did I just died? Like, from what? I'm like, you know what, guys? That's when I had to, I had to give my honest opinion on the game. Like, you know what, guys? I don't like this game. Do not download it. Don't. If you want to play on your own, that's on you guys. Everybody has their point of view on the game, but for me, it's a nope for me. Because, I like to
So we're
give,
not talking 1 out of 10 here. We're not talking
nope,
2 out of 10 here. We're
nope.
talking less. I mean, don't hold back or anything like that. I'm joking.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Like,
it didn't look that good. I mean, for a 9 minute, 10 minute loading screen to then come into a really crap game, you would think after a loading screen that length of time, you'd think, oh, this is going to be really good. You'd be sitting there going, okay, it's a long loading screen, but there must be something really good behind it. And then when you get into the game, it's like, I waited 10 minutes for this. Are you serious? It's like,
I'm not giving that piece of shit space on my hard drive. That's true, Naomi. It's so bad, that game. It's like, oh my God. It's like, like, here's the thing. We all have like I said before, we all have opinions, especially on topic on this, especially topics on the game. If you're gonna be honest with you on, if you're getting sponsored by a game or anything, cosmetic wise or anything like that, be honest. Be honest.
well, that's the
Like
thing.
I
Never,
don't. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Andrew.
yeah, so never trust. Well, one of my things is try not to trust these big companies that review the games because a lot of them are being paid. A
Oh
lot of people are
yeah.
being paid to praise these games, and you've got to be careful. I always think the best reviewer is either yourself or watching somebody that you know play or stream the game, and that way you get a feel for the game yourself. If you look at one of these big sites like IGN or something like that, the chances are these people are getting paid money to to big up the game. You know, give it a little bit of a decent review. As I say, the best reviewer in the world is either yourself or somebody that you know that decides to stream it one day, and people
Mhm.
that you trust. You know, the
Exactly.
everyday person. You know, the everyday person.
Mhm. Like I'm gonna say this right now. There's some top YouTubers I still watch, like Cinnamon Toast Ken.
Hmm.
He's an awesome gamer. Markiplier, if you guys know him, I like him. Jake Marone, even though he does vlogs and also he's a Twitch gamer, and he had, I think he still does YouTube on for gaming, but I'm not sure. He's an awesome he's an awesome creator as well. He also does his
Yeah.
music. I like his music. That's what I love about him, especially a cinema. If you like vlogs, I like his cinematic point of view on his vlogs. Like I love it. Like even though yeah he looks kind of strange because he's a goth. Hello,
Yeah.
gothics are gothics, so it's awesome.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I like I like like I said other people's opinion. Jacksepticeye. I don't watch his I don't watch his videos that much, but I still watch like the honest ones, like especially the Rap Brad. I still watch him, and then Dodger. What's it called? Press. I think it's Press X will continue. I think that's her name, but I only know
All right.
how they call her as Dodger, like the big YouTubers, and especially like the
Yeah. Yeah.
especially cosmetic wise because I'm into that. But yeah, but there's some YouTubers I still watch and there's some I don't watch anymore. But now that I didn't know you could also stream. That's when I started like, oh, cool! I didn't know you can stream a game on YouTube. I didn't know that. On
Oh
your own
yeah. So when you
console. That's
yeah,
when
yeah.
it hit big. On the road, mobile. Michael Myers likes driving cars. Oh my God,
Oh
GB.
no, it's bad enough trying to escape him when he's walking or running.
Oh
He
my
starts driving
God.
cars, that's it. We're all dead. Especially in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, and especially guys, if you guys don't know, I love short films, like short student films. I love it. Um, there's something that I have in stores that's gonna come up in October. Hopefully, it will, it's
Okay.
gonna be successful. I'm not sure if it's, but still, I'm just giving you guys a heads up because I've been wanting to create this since last year, but I couldn't. But
Right.
now that I do, so you already you already know what it is, Andrew and JB. You already knows
Yeah.
what my my dialogue is on
Yeah,
that,
you kill me. Hmm.
and I just want to keep it secret for now. It's like
Surprise everyone
yeah,
when it
it's just,
comes
yeah.
out, yeah.
It's like you guys
Hmm.
think like, oh, I'm just only a gamer slash vlogger or whatever you guys say. I don't know, but you don't know my other side that I have. There's another talent that I have. Like yes, I do
It's
also.
called Devil Sarah.
No, there's
You
like
got it.
there's some stuff that you guys don't know what I have. That I'm very like there's some stuff I do keep to myself because
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
said, for personal reasons. But on this one, I want to share with you guys
Got you.
because there should be more creators like this. There's point of view on creating new stuff. Maybe now I don't
Hmm.
think it's new stuff, but for me it's new for me. Or how you say it, like just for fun.
Yeah,
You
got
get
you.
me?
Hmm. Like
I
I even
love
think this stream that
it.
you've done today,
Hmm?
like I think even the stream you've done today is
Mm.
it's different, and I like how
Mhm.
how it's went, and with
Mhm.
the subjects that were touched upon
Yeah.
were really important ones, and they affect a lot of
It's,
people, and
exactly.
I think the fact that as well that it's developed into a few other discussions, and that's always nice when it ends up like that,
Mhm.
and everyone's opinion, gets listened
Exactly.
to, and you can relate to it sometimes, and that helps to develop more of a conversation about the subjects that we've been talking about, and
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you deal with a situation? How does one person deal with a situation compared to say
Mhm.
some other person? How do they deal with it? It's good to
Mm.
have everyone's points of view, and that's a good thing. So you may have a
Exactly.
new a new thing to add to your list of stuff, Sarah.
Exactly.
Vlogs and gaming. So,
And also, and sorry, Andrew, and also, guys, I know you
right.
guys been asking how to do the my evil eyeliner bunny mask. I am gonna show you how to, but the thing is, I don't have patience on how to, because for me, when it comes to makeup like that, like special effects makeup, I do that on my own. I learned it from my cousin. She showed me how to do the special effects makeup, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, that's it? Yeah, yeah, that's all it is." And it's simple. You do what you gotta do. um it's something that you already have in your house, in other words, and it's like it's awesome,
Yeah.
and it's like you don't need to buy huge expensive special effects makeup. Like, that is awesome.
Mhm.
Like, I don't mind that. Like, if you're a professional, by all means get it. But there's some stuff, it's like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, really? Like, huh? And it's like,
Yeah.
I already have this. And it's like, and it's like, disclaimer,
Because Sarah, let's
like,
put it this way. I'm sure everyone's got bed sheets that they can use to dress up as a ghost.
exactly, exactly. It is.
I'm not that cheap. I'm not that cheap. I promise. I would make an
No,
effort.
no, I know, but it's like, it's all makeup. You can play with it. It doesn't matter how it is, even if it's awful. So, even if it's awful, you can wipe it off and do it again. Like, that's all it is. But
See you
do it
later, Jamie. Love you
safe.
too, buddy.
All right, JB, darling, laters. Hope you have a great day. Yeah, but like, yeah,
So in other words,
that's.
Sarah, you've got a few different ideas coming soon.
Have different ideas. Like, just be patient with it, because I know, like, I'm like right now, like, my agenda is to finish the best of part 3 and part 4. My other project that I have in stores that you guys don't know, only my co-streamers know what it is. The makeup thing, that is coming. I just need patience with it, and since it's hot, I am not gonna do it.
Yeah, even here it's been
Yikes!
too
Like,
hot lately.
like, combination with special effects and with and regular makeup and hot sun, or the heat and stuff, does not combine very well.
Mm.
I need to go soon too. So love you, amazing. I'll see you soon. Love you. You too, Naomi. Thank you for dropping by, darling.
Take
Thank
care,
you,
man. It's
thank
all
you.
good to see you.
Yeah, appreciate you very, very much.
It was
Thank
nice
you.
to see you, actually.
So yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here, because I know it's late for you, Andrew, and my other UK friends who are here, and whoever's been in here. Thank you guys for dropping in the stream, even though, yeah, it's different, because it had to be said and done, because when something's bothering you, you need to talk about it. And it's like,
Yeah, definitely.
and it's more awesome, your co-streamer friends, who are there to support you. You want to hear their point of view as well, because I know they have opinions, and they want to get it out there. And it's like, if you want to be a streamer, these are, this is gonna happen. If you're a female, this is gonna happen. And it's like, everybody has their own opinion. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for coming by the stream. Thank you, Andrew, for coming in. Thank you,
No worries.
yeah, yeah, for especially giving me, your opinion as well. You guys as well in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, Siggy. Thank you, Naomi. All you guys for coming in. You too, JV. Thank you guys, and whoever have I missed.
See you
Thank you
later,
guys for
Sticky.
coming in. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. Hope you guys have a great night or day, and I'll see you, darlings, probably later on tonight or tomorrow. All right, darlings, have a great night.
Bye, everyone.